Right, everyone, it's time for qualifying. It's time for qualifying. We've done FP1, FP2, FP3. Comes after 2. And now it's time for the Mexico GP qualifying, where Alex Albon, look at my mouse here. Alex Albon has just been on fire. And maybe the person to take it to the Red Bulls is going to be Mr. Albon. We will see. Welcome Ryan Bennett and Adam Bennett, the newest member of the Barnett clan. Hire, In-Search, Bing, Beef and Barley, Nindy, Laku, Bolivians for breakfast. Part of your 5 a day. I wonder if MBR will strike this qualifying session. We'll see. Isabel Paflug. Christoph, let's go quali. Will we see any big names fall early? Any small names rise late? Can anyone stop Max? Find out here for free. Let's go. Let's finally go. Well, what a hype there. In-Search Bing didn't take the nap. It's too late over in India to risk taking a nap. Now, chat, what do we do on the old like front? We haven't hit any of the targets I've set. Black is in the house as well. Stefania Castelletto. Yeah, qualifying starts in an hour. I've only got a 40-minute timer. So just remind me with 20 minutes, remind me in 20 minutes to reset that. We'll just have it go inaccurate at the moment. Welcome to Symmetry. So what do we do on the old like target, chat? I'm just not able to hit them. I'm gonna go like target 300. Like target is 300. We can do this. Hit the like button, please. Maybe I need to emojify it. Ryan's got 100. I think that 100 is too low, Ryan. We've got to be a bit more ambitious than that. There we go. That's how I'm going to do it. Come on, chat. We can do it this time. We can do it this time. I'm focused. Welcome to Chaya Suji Kimono. Back. By the way, who's collecting the stamps? Who's collecting the stamps and has been in every stream this weekend? Who's going to get the Mexico GP 2023 stamp? We'll distribute it in the Discord. Because if you've been in every stream, at the end, you collect your stamp. You're only 2 away now. Chat, who's collecting the stamp? Let us know. In search, FP3 was 130, maybe 250. I don't know. I think we were sub 200 though. Welcome to Eddie Cap in the house. No worries, Simon. Fuzzstar, yo, dude. Isabel Flug missed FP2. Oh, you're not gonna get the stamp this time. Welcome to Noel Spencer. Is anyone up for a stamp apart from me? Although I was late. Wasn't I late to one of the streams? So yeah, we are all ready for qualifying, everyone. I don't think there's going to be any rain. We saw rain at the end of FP2 yesterday. But I don't think there's going to be any rain here. Might be wrong. Martin Brundle is on location. He'll be doing his grid walk tomorrow. Ryan Barnett says Adam full name is Adam James Barnett. Very nice. Top name. No rain is needed. And we'll chat, what do we think about Alex Albon? Do we think Alex Albon can genuinely... I'm having a look here at Sergio Perez's car. There's lots of work going on here. Lots of work going on Sergio Perez's car. Red Bull are trying to host a lot of fans, people that will have paid for expensive VIP paddock tickets and expect to, you know, have that feeling of being royalty. And the Red Bull hospitality team are doing their best, but also there is a lot of work going on that car. Isabel says Albon on pole, please. Simon says doubt Albon will carry it on into the race, TBH. Well, what about qualifying though? Let's go one session at a time. What about qualifying? Christoph, what tyre was Albon rocking his fast laps in FP2? Albon wasn't as fast in FP2 Albon has been fast in FP1 and FP3, let's not forget. And that was all on a soft tyre. Although FP1 might have been technical tyre, I'm not sure. But FP3 was definitely soft tyre. Ryan says the wife and son are doing well. Very nice. Our first stream baby. Our first stream baby. It was going to happen, right? Meanwhile, what's going on Max Verstappen's car? There's activity on it, but it's a lot calmer. There's a lot less going on with Max Verstappen's car than Sergio Perez's car, I have to say. Bebop Cowboy says, magical lap from Albon. Call me a touch jaded, but what an unbelievable result. Insert Bing saying Norris, Russell and Albon fighting for second row. Oh, if Albon can get any... I mean, let's be honest, right? If Albon can get into Q3, then that's huge. So is Alex Albon going to get into Q3? Sergio Perez has finished on the podium of each of the last 2 Mexico Grand Prix. So, you know, it would be big disappointment for Sergio Perez to not get on the podium here. So we will see. Welcome, Craig. Isabel, I think Williams can bring it in quali. Race won't be as well. Okay. Christoph, if they can make the cut with the hard tyres in Q1, then I think we will see Albon high. I don't think it's hard. I don't think it's a qualifying whether you need to use hards in Q1. I might be wrong, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So I believe it's a free choice here. Welcome, Richard. I'm on top chat. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton is 39 points behind Sergio Perez. That deficit obviously would have been cut a lot shorter if he hadn't got disqualified in Austin. And Fernando Alonso is only 18 points behind Lewis Hamilton. Alonso's in 4th in the championship. But I have to say, it's hotting up behind him. It's hotting up behind. You've got Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, Piastri's up there as well, Charles Leclerc. They're all there or thereabouts. They're all there or thereabouts. And Logan Sargent does have 1 World Championship point, which is 1 more than both Nick De Vries and Daniel Ricciardo. Liam Lawson managed to pick up 2. I mean, if the season finishes and Liam Lawson has got more points than Daniel Ricciardo, then, you know, I don't know how the race went for Liam Lawson today in Super Formula. Oh, actually, it'll be tomorrow, won't it? So we'll see whether Liam Lawson can wrap up the Super Formula Championship, although his qualifying, there was a big accident, wasn't there, in qualifying, so it was cut short. People says cheers to the group chat. Welcome, Bill Jones. Laku says Oscar getting pole. Isabel, Adam should become a Tifosi, get him used to pain early on. Ferrari are only 22 behind Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship, by the way. That's the battle for P2 in the Constructors. Attaboy, when's qualifying starting? It's starting in 51 minutes time. 51. Galaxy says go Sergeant. Welcome, Slab Strong UK. Insert being tie stipulation of quality was a one-off thing. So free choice. Yes, indeed. I think, didn't we see in Austin for the sprint as well? Didn't we see mandatory tyres throughout the sessions? Wasn't it hard? Wasn't it hard, soft, if I remember, for Austin? Again, I might be wrong there, but yeah, free choice here. Let's have a look at the final standings. I mean, I find it amazing that Esteban Ocon is below Kevin Magnussen there, considering the issues Kevin Magnussen had in FP3. So I think the lack of... Well, Alpine actually have been a team this season. Alpine have sandbagged. I called it earlier. I said, look, if Verstappen's got pace, he's going to finish FP3 in first because that's how Red Bull do it. Red Bull don't sandbag to the extent that they won't finish first if they got the pace in FP3. But the Alpines, they've done this before. So we don't know, but Alpines tend to do better on higher downforce circuits. This is at a high altitude. There's not as much air upon which the aerodynamics can do their work. And we have the monstrous low downforce Sector 1 as well. So it could be a bad circuit for Alpine, to be honest. Right, and you choose Adam Sports. Right, chat, we're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll. Let's poll it. Who should Adam Bennett... Sorry, Barnett, my bad. Renamed him. Born today. Support. We're going to go Ferrari. That's been put up there. We're going to go Red Bull. We're going to go McLaren. Or we're going to go Williams. There we go. Who should Adam Barnett support? Let us know. Get those votes in. Noel says probably good gearing. Well, it's all fully custom gearing in F1, so they can gear it as they want. They're not limited, as far as I'm aware. Galax Sargent beat both Ferraris and FP2. Yeah, the Ferrari, like I said when I did my rundown, there's a lot of teams here that have done very badly. Let's recap. The Alpines could be in big trouble. The Astons are in big trouble. The Ferraris have both of their flying laps impeded. We'll have to see if there's penalties coming out for that, but they look to be in trouble. The Mercedes aren't looking super hot, although difficult to say. And the McLarens aren't right up there as close as they've been in the past. So you could say that maybe it's the AlphaTauris, Alex Albon and the Red Bulls who are looking strong. So yeah, it's been a difficult session. In search Bing saying Alpine just disappeared this season, not even bad publicity. Wow, just disappeared. Bebop, there's a chance Alonso can spring in second place in Mexico. That might be why they're trying so hard. They know there's quite a lot at stake here. There's quite a lot at stake. And they've been given a reprieve by Lewis Hamilton's issue in the previous race in Austin. Black Ryan Barnett, I would let him choose, but tell him each birthday story about today's P3 in quali. Let's just hope it's going to be a great one now. We will see. Laku says McLaren. Isabel, I just hope Danny Ricciardo does well. We'll see. Ryan Barnett says, I will choose at the end of Q1 from the vote. I will abide by this poll. Manish Subarai says, is Hamilton having issues with the car? Not as far as I was seeing. You have to bear in mind, it is very close in that midfield. I do want to emphasise this. The gap between Oscar Piastri in P5 and Lewis Hamilton in P10 is a little more than 1/10 of a second. Do you know how small 1/10 of a second is? If you take a second, so have a look here, you have a second. 1/10 of a second means that you have 10 of those in that gap. So it's like a machine gun. Like that. It's just, that's how... It's impossible. If you played a sequence of 0.1 second beeps, it would probably sound like a solid beep, wouldn't it? 10. 10 of them. 10 of them. 10 of them. 10 of them. So in that 10, you have 5 cars. It's impossibly close. It's impossibly close. It's impossible for us human beings to even comprehend how close it is. Like, I genuinely mean that. I genuinely mean it. I tell you what, if you have a phone or if you have a stopwatch, if you're old school, take out your phone or stopwatch and try and start and stop your timer as quick as you possibly can. Just double tap it. And someone tell me what time you get. Noel Spencer, maybe Marquez having a moment, maybe. Although Marc Marquez, he's not in Formula 1. Christoph, it's going to be close. The regulations have closed the gap. At least quality is genuinely exciting. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Max Verstappen often has just... Sometimes he's got it by a long way, but often he's just got it by a hair's breadth at the end. It's been very, very, very close. So I'm ready and excited for that. Simon, isn't it weird how when you're racing yourself, you can usually feel when you're mobiled up tempted there? It's a very good point, Simon. It's a very good point. It's a bit like you perceive the time differently. So there we go. Super Symmetry's had a go, 1:13. Black's had a go, 0.15. Sniffy with 0.1. So everyone there, and that's what I expected. I think I'd be about the same. So as humans, externally we can't even really perceive the difference in these times. It's just a madness. And really what Formula 1 need to do is need to show some graphics where they overload the cars on tracks. They need to sync up the camera angles, put cameras on robots, so the angles are synced up every time, and then overlay the cars onto each other for a whole lap. That's what we need to do. Manny says F1 is about the smallest margins. But yeah, it's a good point that when you're driving yourself, you can feel it. You're like, I know I went a little bit deep there. And that's a really interesting point about how we perceive things. Like when we're in control of something, we can perceive differences, very minute differences. And it's probably the same for like emotions, and when we feel up and down, it's probably very small, you know, changes in chemical formulations that make us feel different, but we can perceive them. But when we're trying to perceive something external to us, it's very difficult to perceive it. You know, we really can feel when we're having a bad day or a good day, but we can't. It's much more difficult to sense that from other people a lot of the time. And it's the same here, like, you just would not be able to perceive that, but these drivers, they will know where they lost or gained that 10th. Ryan dismissed the poll accidentally. Oh no. The poll has been dismissed. Well, we'll end it soon anyway. We'll end it soon. At the moment, it's very close here between McLaren and Red Bull, I have to say. So chat, what are we thinking then? Top 3 for quali. Top 3 for quali. Okay, it's difficult. Because where do you put the Ferraris? Do you put the Ferraris up there? Because if you look at the sector times, chat, if you look at the sector times, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz are right up there in sector 1. Remember, they had their laps ruined. But look at their sector times in lap 1. I mean, Charles Leclerc has the 3rd fastest sector 1 out of anybody, followed by Carlos Sainz. So they're up there. And then they had to abort the rest, really. But yeah, the sector 1 times are up there. I mean, Alex Albon's sector 2 is freakish. Can we just appreciate how good Alex Albon's sector 2 was? Ryan says Lando, Albon, Verstappen. Isabel says Verstappen, Alonso, Russell, Laku, Oscar, Lando, Sainz. We will see. Chaya, I'm very curious what Albon will do in qualifying. Yes. Fuzz says Delatraz, Oscar Delatraz, my good friend. My good friend, Oscar Delatraz. Done very well this season in LMP2. Will imagine if drivers ghost out like in games. I don't know, hard to imagine that. It's a bit of a departure from reality. Bebop, Sainz versus Alonso versus Hamilton. Is that your midfield battle? That might be the battle to get into Q3. It might be pretty brutal to get into Q3, I have to say. Also, I just want to point out, if the Williams do have genuine pace, then the Q1 might not be as simple as it normally is, because if the Williams aren't going to be down there, who's going to populate that bottom 5? I mean, it could be both Aston Martins and the Haas's and the Alpines, we'll see. Well, but it could be anyone. Could be anyone. Victoria Borovikov says Verstappen, Albon, Norris. Bebop says Hamilton. By the way, everyone, 224 people watching already. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Now I can restart. I'm going to restart this timer in 2 minutes. Welcome along if you're new. This is the best place to watch Formula 1. This is where the Watchalongs, the home of Watchalongs. Manish, can Hamilton win his 8th title? Some say he already has his 8th. That is a controversial opinion. Isabel Paflug. I think quite a few big names will fall early. Williams might get both cars into Q3 if they keep the pace from FP3. What about the AlphaTauris as well? Are the AlphaTauris going to try and go for Q3? Because if so, we could see some big names. I mean, imagine it won't, but imagine qualifying finished like this. I mean, look who we'd lose in Q2. We'd lose Hamilton, Leclerc, and Sainz, and Alonso would be gone, and both Alpines. So we'll see. Right, let me restart this timer. There we go. Look at that, like an absolute pro. like an absolute pro. Bebop Aston Martin fans point McLaren rooting for Lewis Hamilton. Who have I become? Chat, let us know, who are you supporting? Who are the most... I know we're not really a heavily partisan stream. You know, we're not a heavily partisan stream, but who are we supporting? Who's got the most support on a team level? We got some big Alfa Romeo, maybe we're just a massive Alfa Romeo fan. Isabel said, I support all drivers and all teams. Right, Ryan Barnett says McLaren. Catty Ugi says Verstappen. Beef and Barley Kimmy. Chai is here for the fun lap time. Spaceman, how long till quali? Spaceman, there's a clue on the stream. Fuzzstar, Hamilton, Merckx, Natasha's Red Bull. Okay, so we've got a good spread at the moment. Got a very good spread, I have to say. Any Alpine fans in the house?
Understood.
Any Alpinos? Manish is Red Mercedes, Victoria is Red Bull. Very nice. What about Haas? Any Haas fans? Anchi's Red Bull. In Being says, just for the sake of it, I want Lando to get his first win. Yeah, I think you're going to hear some emotion from Lando when he gets that. Lando won't want to start to become typecast as a driver who just can't get it done and win the GP. Black as Norris. How many likes for Adam? I don't know. You feel free to marshal the likes, Ryan. Feel free to marshal them. But yeah, what a track here at Mexico. Some amazing corners. You got two long straights. You got the first straight, and then you got turns 1, 2, and 3. Which now have a sort of stadium feel to them. And then you have another straight, and then you go into another sort of stadium section. And then you have this, it's a straight that kind of, winds along into a very tricky right-hander. And then the stadium complex. It's a really interesting track, the way they've built it. You have these straights, and then these action zones. Yolanda Vestig in the house today. Very nice. Will Butler, I feel like McLaren and Red Bull have the best presence on YouTube at least. Olivia K is Dutch but likes seeing McLaren do well. Noel Spencer has an Aston Martin. Does that mean you support Aston Martin? In search, which is the longest straight in F1 Canada now? Well, isn't Shanghai the longest straight? Does Shanghai have the longest straight in Formula 1? Chat, which is the longest straight in Formula 1? Christoph, I've been a McLaren fan since a kid, Mika and Coulthard days, but the Jensen and Hamilton days I fell for the hammer and have followed Mercedes. Very nice. Very, very nice. Looking to get on board with some Jack Doohan yesterday and Ollie Bierman as well. Half man, half bear. The rookies are out on track. Jack Doohan, is he going to be... Well, I think he's come out in the press and said he's not going to do F2 next year. He's fully focused on getting a Formula 1 drive. Part of the group chat now for my championship. And there's way too much chat. People are like, oh, I'm on holiday tomorrow, so I won't be racing. And oh, the weather's like... Just turn up and race, people. Come on. I am leading the championship. I am the championship leader in my class, chat. Can we get it done? Can we get it done? You got to turn up. You got to race. You got to deal with the bad carts, the good carts. You got to deal with the weather. I think it's going to be wet tomorrow. It's going to be a wet race, so we've got to check if my GoPro will be able to handle that. Las Vegas straight. Maybe. Isabel thinks Shanghai. FBI just says Sui. Yeah, we'll try and get another trophy tomorrow. Try and get another trophy. And I need to start producing videos from it. I mean, haven't produced any videos from this championship yet. Although I have been recording them all, so I've got all the footage. Just need to edit them in a way that we can just hit a series up. Bebop, longest straight, Shanghai, Baku. Oh, Shanghai, Baku, Yas Marina, and Mexico, all the same length. Wow, so it is a very, very, very long straight here. Very long straight. You can kind of tell because you can see how long the pits are. And the straight just goes miles long. I mean, have a think about somewhere like Australia, right? Australia, the start-finish straight basically is the length of the pits and then a pit exit. Think about other tracks like that as well. Think about the home straight at Austin. Obviously, it's not the longest straight, but again, it's kind of the length of the pits and then a little bit longer for the pit exit. Martin, not many straights in Canada. Well, there is the back straight in Canada as you come out the hairpin. You should rename your channel. Maybe. F1 car on the Mulsanne. There's an interview with Ollie Beerman now. Ferrari Academy driver. Is he going to be someone we see in Formula 1? Such a tricky journey to get into Formula 1, isn't it? You've got to say all the right things. You've got to beat everyone else in F2, F3. Then even if you do that, like Felipe Drugovich, there's no guarantee you actually get the seat. You've got to be marketable as well. You've got to bring sponsors with you. Your family have spent millions of dollars by that point to even just get you there. It's very, very, very brutal. Very brutal. Yeah, the Monaco straight is not a long straight. Monaco straight is actually kind of almost feels shorter than the pits, doesn't it? Isabel, I think Ollie might replace someone at Haas in 2025. Well, yeah, it's an aging team at Haas, isn't it? In fact, the thing is, you know, you've got two aging drivers there. Do you keep one and then have a rookie in, or do you go for a double rookie team? I mean, Haas tried that before, didn't they? Haas tried to do a double rookie team and it just went atrociously. And he had to go back and get K-Mag back in. So, yeah, interesting times at Haas. Isabel says Magnussen is severely underperforming. Wow. Well, let's see what happens in qualifying here. Obviously, he's been up against it. He didn't get to drive in F1 because Ollie Beerman was in his car, and he barely got to drive in FP3, so he's only had a go in FP2. So, difficult weekend so far for Kevin Magnussen, though he is very, very, very experienced driver. Driven in Formula 1 for Renault, let's not forget. Driven in Formula 1 for McLaren. And he's driven for Haas twice. Went off, did some IMSA. I think he may have won the Daytona 24 Hours, or he was in it. And now he's back in Formula 1. Isabel says, keep Hulk and get Beerman. Being Andretti should have just bought Haas. Gene could have solved. Yeah, I think... Well, there's a bit of rivalry there, but I think Andretti should definitely come in. I think Andretti should come in. But it's very... I think it's very entitled for teams to say, no, we don't want Andretti. I'll tell you what, if Audi pull out, they'll all be begging Andretti to come in, so... And you never know what Audi are going to do. Audi are bigger than Formula 1. Like, they don't actually need Formula 1. So the F1 are desperate to get Audi in. But what says the points tally speaks for itself. Welcome to Super GT in the house. So chat, yes, just half an hour to go till qualifying. Please do feel free to absolutely smash your likes in, by the way. 57 likes. Can we get up to the 100? Can we get up to the 100? Let's see. Let's see if we can do that. And maybe I'm interested in bad tips in Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo. That should be an interesting one. Very, very close there in FP3. Have a look at the speed trap as well. Wow, 348 for Verstappen. So Verstappen, well, Hulkenberg 349. But almost 350 kilometers an hour. That is very, very, very quick. Very quick. Obviously, there is less that the air is less dense here. So you have less of an effect of aerodynamic drag. The counter side of that is that you get less aerodynamic downforce, but maybe that's why we're seeing the speed traps being so high here. Christoph says, if Andretti join, I honestly think it's going to bankrupt another team and we'll go back to 10. Well, I mean, there's enough money around Formula 1 that I think teams should be able to compete at cost cap without getting obliterated in the finances. But I think the reality is a number of teams don't operate at the cost cap level. And that itself is a negotiating point. Do you bring down the cost cap and penalise some of your bigger franchises, because they are effectively franchises, but make it more equal, or do you keep it higher? Nacho, what's the gap for top speeds? I'll have to have a look when it comes up again. Isabel, I think Red Bull shouldn't have two teams in essence. It's not really fair. It's just not cricket, is it? Yolanda says, smash that like button. Yes, indeed. Please, please, please do smash the like button. We're going to go for a big stream here. We've already got more views on this stream than we had in all of our FP2 stream, by the way. Pretty crazy. The algorithm, the winds of the algorithm are in our favour. We should capitalise on it. Having a look here, the sector 1 times for me are very, very, very revealing. Very revealing. Who's got a draggy car? Well, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon never went through sector 1 faster than the 28. That does not bode well. Does not bode well at all. Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso also well down there. But look at Yuki Tsunoda. Look how draggy Yuki Tsunoda's car is. But how has Yuki Tsunoda managed to... Well, it's a pretty quick sector 3. So maybe Tsunoda is glued. Maybe he's glued in sector 3. He's done a very competitive sector 3, actually. In fact, Yuki Tsunoda's on the 3rd fastest sector 3 out of anyone, which is good because he's done a very slow sector 1. So I think that could be it. And he's competitive in sector 2 as well. So maybe that AlphaTauri might be vulnerable on the straights in the race. Let's have a look at the McLaren's doing their... people doing their stretches. Senior Specialist Emma Acton, physiotherapist of McLaren. Getting all the mechanics to do their Zumba. David Joe Clot says, Alonso is at boiling point, surely. Yeah, I think we'll start to see Alonso deflect a little bit from himself if the results continue to go the way they are. Well, that's what he's done all the way through his career, but maybe he's mellowed out more now. If this is his last ride in Formula 1. Laku says, let's go Oscar. He will be the GOAT. He will win the next 8 Drivers' World Championships. If you do believe that, put £5 on it if you want. Put £5 on it and become a millionaire, presumably. Super GT says that you've effectively got double the wind tunnel time. Well, I'm not sure they're meant to share data, but I could be wrong. But I don't think they're meant to share the data. Anything else anyone spotted interestingly from the FP3 stats there? Let us know if you spotted anything interesting. Apart from the very slow... I mean, Esteban Ocon, it might not be representative, but has gone through Sector 1 almost a second slower than Max Verstappen in Sector 1 alone. I mean, that is absolutely ginormous. It's clearly just not a very good lap for old Estebano. Sector 3, the Aston Martins actually... Oh, not really that competitive, are they? I think it's Yuki Tsunoda who's really stood out in Sector 3. Lewis Hamilton as well has had a decent Sector 3, you could say. Lucky I don't have £5, I'm broke. Sorry to hear that, Lucky. Maybe not such a good idea to put a wager on then. Isabel, I'm sorry, Alonso and Meledau just doesn't go together for me. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be in his DNA, in the Kamoa DNA. In search, towing teammates is going to be a thing. Will Max tow Checo? You think towing teammates would be less important here because the air's thinner. So you're not having to punch a hole through thick, dense air, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Isabel says next season AlphaTauri is essentially running the Red Bull 19. We will see. Davina James, 30 minutes to go. I'm going to cook some tacos El Pastor, grab a couple of Coronas, and I'll be back when quality start. Oh, it's all kicking off in the Davina James household. It's a party. Davina's having a party there with the Coronas. Welcome back. See, chat. What do people got? People eating? People got good food, good drinks? Let us know. We're only 24 minutes away here from qualifying. I'm having a look here at the start Lando Norris had and the GP last week. Remember, he got alongside, was it Charles Leclerc, and led about 25 laps of that Grand Prix. So led a huge amount of that Grand Prix, but could not convert it as the pace of the Red Bull was just too strong. Just too strong. CGT says, has Max ever done anything to assist a teammate? Oh, I'll have to see. David Joe Sargent is remarkable. Shows how quick that Williams is under the unusual circumstance of thin air. Yes, very thin air here because we're at altitude. The altitude of the Mexico GP is higher than the highest mountain in the United Kingdom. Just to put it in perspective. Pretty crazy. Ginger Ninja, I got a battered sausage and large chips from the leftovers from the fish and chip shop I work at. Very nice. Nice leftovers there. Top stuff. No silly season this year. Well, there'll be a silly season next year for sure. Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton. Actually, Hamilton's on a 2-year contract, isn't he? He's meant to be. But I'm sure there'll be some silly season next season. Simon, no slipstream for Perez. We will see. The Mexican fans, they're savvy. They'll know what's going down if Max doesn't give him his due slipstream. Martin Smith, riddle me this. Teflonso cheats and wins the race, but Lewis takes all the flack because he finished points and what. I don't know what fan fiction that's from, but let me know. Isabel, I got a 2 good to go bag with sandwiches because I'm a poor student. Pretty good though. Let us know what's in the sandwiches. Let us know. Might be a top sandwich. Yolanda says food, homemade pizza with ham, drink, Club Mate. Was that Club Mate? Like yerba mate. What's a Club Mate drink? Michael Sutton says Alonso was not aware. Right, chat, we are just 21 minutes to go till qualifying. We're going to go through Q1, Q2, Q3, and as you might expect, obviously qualifying high up the grid, very, very, very important here. Will Max Verstappen qualify in P1? Is the big question. And will Sergio Perez be on the front row of the grid as well? We'll have to see. As the Sky team are outside the McLaren garage. Just having some banter. Bantering about something. Chaya's munching on some peanuts. Are you gone for the roasted peanuts? Drinking water. That's correct. Club Mate. Okay. In search Bing. People want one thing. Papa Perez Fiesta on Sunday. Ain't no party like a Papa Perez party. Isabel, 1 ham and veggies, 1 chicken and Gouda. There we go, chicken and Gouda. 1 honey and goat cheese. Oh my word. Top sandwich game. Ginger did a honey and goat cheese is banging. Beef and barley's having coffee and cigarettes. Coffee and TV. Right. It's very sunny, by the way, Mexico. So I wonder if the track temps are going to be higher than we've seen so far this weekend. Remember, it was overcast yesterday, and FP3 was in the early morning. So we will see. Salted peanuts. Isabel says France has the best 2 good to go bags. Very nice. Yeah, just 20 minutes to go now till qualifying. And Let's see if we're going to see some big scouts. Remember, my prediction is that I think we'll see some drivers struggle actually just fundamentally to get their quick laps done without any mistakes. I think some of this could come down to driver error. I would not be surprised if we get some driver error in there at all. First off, says vegan pizza. Right, chat, let's do an early nations check. Let's do an early nations check. Let's see. So what is it? Hashtag nations. Hashtag nations as we get ready for qualifying. It's good when it's a Formula 1 weekend. This is arguably this is the best time. This is the best time when it's just before the race. We don't really know what's going to happen. And we're about to see the drivers go absolutely smashed. Oh, it was an advert for Patron. Chai's from Netherlands, C from US, Isabel still a German in Toulouse, Laku Finland, Nathan just says evening. Chat, let us know where in the world you're watching from. Let's get our nations check-in. David Joe Clock's watching from Israel. Sue Timothy's got the black flag, Vladka Croatia, Ryan Barnett's watching from the Hospital. Nacho Banks US. Fuzzstar Lancaster UK, Being India, Catty from Netherlands. Mia qualifying on now, damn, same time as Tyson Fury fan. What about the rugby as well? Has the rugby happened? Dutch Line Netherlands, Sniffy Germany, Kate UK, Perez from Finland, Lackey from home, Haya from Britain, Mute from India, Victoria from Germany, B from Bali from New Mexico. Things you need to know from India, Grazia S from Poland. So we got a good mix. No worries, Giga McChad. Now, has the rugby happened? I missed all the rugby. Christoph, the Cornwall crew. 14-man, all black. Is that a yellow card or a red card? Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. South Africa are winning by 1 point in the final. And there are 14 minutes to go. And is Andre Pollard on the field? In a World Cup final, never bet against a team with Andre Pollard in. What a just... He's got ice cool Castrol GTX running through his veins. Sam Kane red carded. Sam Kane got a red card 27 minutes in. That must have been a high tackle. And the rules on high tackles have changed recently, so it's much more stringent. Oh my goodness me, what a decision that must have been. Sam Kane, was it a bunker decision? Yeah, upgraded to red. He's the first man ever to see a red card. It's Wayne Barnes, the barrister, who's done it. High tackle on Jesse Creel. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness me. How are New Zealand still in this? How are New Zealand still within 1 point? Goodness me. Khaleesi got a yellow card as well. 45 minutes. So it was equal players for both teams there. Jesus. And New Zealand still have Sam Whitelock to put on. They still got Damon McKenzie to put on. South Africa are going through the bomb squad. They can still put on Willie LaRue. Goodness me. But that is an absolutely insane. Welcome Latifi from Singapore. New Zealand scored as well. I think it was Ardy Surveyor. No, Aaron Smith scored, but it was ruled out. Was it a forward pass or a knock-on? Knock-on. Deary me. Deary me. And Aaron Smith is off the field as well. The best number 9 in the world. Wow. Okay, so there's big drama in the sports world today. Big drama. Bebop's just been timed out. Right. Insect, you need to focus on Southeast Asian audience, mate. It's the only part missing here. So I got a bit carried away with the rugby there. I got a bit carried away. Because if New Zealand win that, I think every sports team in the world needs to go down to New Zealand, just work out what do they do as a group, as a unit. But yeah, Sam Kane You don't want to get a red card in a World Cup final. I think he's probably the first man to ever do that, actually. Become public enemy #1 of your country, because everyone will just blame you. But Andre Pollard will just kick a penalty from 50 yards. Or drop it from like 40. That is the South African way. That's what they do. They bring the long-range artillery. Super Century, am I weird in that the only sport I can stand is F1? What about F2? What about F2? Right, 14 minutes to go here for qualifying. Who was the last South African driver in Formula 1? Was it Jody Scheckter? So lap times have been wiped as we get ever closer, ever closer. Bass says F1 is the best sport. Isabel, rugby is very interesting though, and the All Blacks are amazing. I say New Zealand's secret is the hacker. Is it spelt like that? Imagine if Liam Lawson comes out on the grid of his car as the lights are there, and he does the hacker, because that's just tradition. So, by the way, I think is that a baseball stadium on the top right? Is some sort of stadium? Is it a baseball stadium? Kind of looks like it could be a baseball stadium, because you normally sit behind where the batter is batting from, don't you? Insert Bing says, any Rally and WEC fans in here? Jacob would love to see the grid have a season F2 cars. Oh, I'm not sure about a season. What about a race in a spec F4 car? Thing is, what if someone gets injured? That's the danger, isn't it? That is the big danger. Okay, we still got the splits up. See, the first 12 separated by a second. In fact, pretty much first 13 separated by a second. But it's those drivers off it, you know, they're going to have to head into the unknown here for qualifying. They're going to have to do laps in qualifying that they haven't done in all of the previous three free practice sections. Isabel, is baseball big in Mexico? Bebop saying baseball is big in Mexico. Mia, is Las Vegas this year? Or my year ahead? No, Las Vegas is this year. Las Vegas is coming up very soon. I'll be uploading a lot of Las Vegas content from my time at the track. 12 minutes to go. Come on, everyone. We want to see drivers in cars. We want to get the cars out on track. We want to see what it's going to be. Hi, I'm C has 9 dogs. When do you hit the point where you have too many dogs? When do you hit that point where you have too many dogs? You can see the points up there on screen. Alex Albon. How has Alex Albon got 25 points, by the way? Alex Albon has more points than both Alfa Romeos put together. More points than all 8 AlphaTauri drivers this season put together. More drivers than the Haas put together. He's half the points of Ocon, who's got a podium this season. Pretty insane stuff there from Alex Albon, I have to say. See, Fosterfell's lot, but 9 is the limit. Yeah, no more than 9. I'll go up to 9, but going over 9 is just crazy. Isabel Albon has been very consistent. Insert, I reckon McLaren sandbagged FP3. Maybe not a low fuel run. I think FP2 times are more representative. Well, let's see. Was there any sandbagging in FP3? You want to keep your opposition guessing, don't you? You want to keep your opposition guessing for sure. So it could be a very smart move. Ginger, I've got an A-level film essay, business mock test, and graphics personal statement all due Monday. Do I start while listening to your beautiful voice, Kireth, or just wait until tomorrow? I would just wait until tomorrow. I wouldn't. I'd just fully relax now, fully have fun now, and then tomorrow. Oh, there's looking at a big crash here previously. Tomorrow, feeling relaxed, I go in and do it. I wouldn't do half-half. There's a lot of discussion right now in business psychology about multitasking and whether humans are even actually capable of multitasking, even though we think we are. It's all a fallacy. So I would say just chill now. Just chill. Yeah, all eyes on the Williams. Logan Sargent will want to impress here as well, because, you know, is there any chance Logan Sargent's in that car next season? You know, now's the time he needs to prove himself. He is a rookie, and say, you know what, it's been a rookie season for me, but I've now got a lot of experience under my belt, and I should be the other driver in the Williams next season. There's an FIA, sorry, Williams mechanic pouring over some sheets, very, very panicked way. Looks like he might be rushing it. Just calm down, my guy. It's okay, take your time. Maybe start that process earlier. Offbeat, you study psychology. I don't. Michael Gott, just subscribe to channel. I see you're a sim racer. Do you play any old classes like GP24, GPL, GTR2, F1 Challenge? I used to. F1 Challenge was a great game. Alex Albon is vibing. So he's got, I wonder what he's listening to, but he's looking relaxed and focused. Is anyone going to put it in the wall here? We've seen a lot of drivers spin it. It could happen. But welcome, Michael, got to the channel. We do a lot of sim racing on the channel and real world racing these days. Beef and Barley says multitasking reduces efficiency. Baz, if 9 is the limit, how do you make sense of 101 Dalmatians? Is IMC actually Cruella de Vil? Is IMC actually Cruella de Vil? That's what I'm going to put out there. Chai says, I do think Lawson deserves a chance. Isabel, if Sargent keeps his performance up like in Aston, I think he might stay. He allegedly brings in quite a bit of sponsorship money. Well, we will see. I'm sure he does. And like I said, I think he's unsackable before Las Vegas. Unsackable. Offbeat's hoping for another P1 tonight. Someone else other than Max, we'll see. Mr. 180, why the orange shirt? Why not? You going to reverse you? Why not? Alex Albon puts on the helmet. He's getting the helmet on nice and early. That could be indicative of getting an early run-in. So Alex Albon, with 7 minutes to go, he's got the helmet on. You know, sometimes I do this. I like to get in my car or get in my cart really nice and early and just subconsciously feel super, super comfortable and relaxed in my surroundings and really, you know, get my subconscious comfortable. In fact, Alex Albon is already in the car. There will be other drivers still swanning about, but Alex Albon is in the car. That's why the mechanic was very panically running through a list, because it seemed like Alex Albon wanted to get in the car nice and early. See, he said 101 Dalmatians were stolen dogs. Mine are all foster dogs. Okay. Okay. Insert's been marked that entrance stadium section right-hander. Someone's going to bin it. Someone will bin it in that right-hand. Well, they might not bin it, although we did see a couple of drivers spin there, but people will run wide and their lap time will get disqualified. They will run wide. In fact, if you want to get a seat, I'm having a look here, chat. If you want to get a seat for the Mexico GP, can you see... I want to be very specific about this. You see where the right-hander is, where the blue line starts on the track map and it goes to the right? Get a seat on the rightmost row. Is it row? Get a seat on the right-hand side of the row, maybe as high up as you can, on that grandstand, and you'll see the cars there come in, and obviously you'll then see them all the way in. That's where I would be. That's what I would be. I've done that in Monaco a few times. You can get on the end of a grandstand and you can sort of see around the back of the grandstand. You can see the side of it. Grandstand L in Monaco is particularly good for that one, actually. And I've done it in Barcelona. Barcelona, can't remember what name of the grandstand, but the grandstand, the high grandstand on the outside of turn 1, 2, 3. You can go on the back row there and you see the cars go all the way around the back as well. Baz, I mean, Sargent only scored points because of Charles and Lewis' qualification. They all count. They all count, you know. They all count. Very, very nice. Chat, we are super close now. We're super, super, super close. Here, we're only 5 minutes to go till qualifying. And, yeah, Alex Albon's already in that car. No more briefing. He knows what he needs to do. Will Butler, any more in real life Mazda content coming soon? Lots more Mazda content coming soon. It's all recorded. Some of it's edited. I want to get them. I'm still waiting for some footage. I want to make the videos the best they can be in case people come back to it. It could be the sort of videos that people come back to for months and years to come. So I want to make sure they're the best. So, because obviously there's some big drama that I've alluded to that I want to give you all the best angles of and stuff like that. Insert's been going to Vegas GP off this. I would love to go to Vegas. I would love to go, and frankly, you just don't know. You don't know. My focus really is next season. I want to be going to ideally quite a few Grand Prix and doing this live, but that requires some support, mainly because of the connections and the ability to stream and having a space to stream and stuff like that. Isabel saw a Lamborghini Aventador driving today, very nice. Drooling face. Kate, your favourite track, where you'd like to go to? Favourite track? I'll do one that I haven't been to. Favourite track that I haven't been to, I'd like to go to. You know, I've been to Spa, I've been to Monaco, I've been to Barcelona, I've kind of been to Vegas, been to Hungary, been to Silverstone. No interest in going to France, like absolutely not. For Paul Ricard, no way. Don't really have any interest in going to the... I don't want to go to Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Qatar, not that interested. Singapore will be a fun weekend, I think. Canada, I think Canada, I want to go to Montreal. Where would I sit? I think opposite the pits, maybe, so I can see the Wall of Champions, somewhere like that. Isabel might go to Spielberg to volunteer there, very nice. C's got tickets for Qatar GP next year, very nice. Right, let me restart this, everyone. Let me just restart this. Chat, when I'm restarting it, if you don't mind right now, because there are 2 minutes to go, if you can make sure you've liked the stream, 420 people watching, make sure you like the stream right now, and please share the stream. Let's do our first share of the weekend. So down below there should be a red share button. Hit that share button and just share the link to the stream on your favourite platform, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is, in your WhatsApp group with your mates. Share the stream. Let's share the love, everyone. Let's get the stream shared and welcome in, hopefully, everyone who might be interested into this stream here, because it could be a very interesting qualifying session, to be honest. Wow, look how quickly I did that. Zandvoort, maybe. Quite easy to get to, easy to get back, isn't it, to the UK? Kate Shed, amazing. Thank you so much. Very, very, very grateful. Snowline says Austria. Mia doesn't trust FP3 times. Super G says pizza vending machines in France. Very nice. See, that's going to be the first GP in Qatar. Very nice. Who's going to look after the dogs, though? Welcome to Vern Bean Sports. See Supersymmetry. Bring out the sombrero. Yes, we'll have to. I think if we get 1,000 viewers, we'll bring out the sombrero. If we get 1,000, we'll bring out the sombrero. Any provision for this qualifying? If you mean predictions, I am going to predict Verstappen to get this one. And it's very difficult after that. It's very, very, very difficult. Can George Russell get up there? I'm going to... Look, you know me, I've done some really bold predictions this year. Like, I've done some bold, and some of them have come up. But I think for Singapore, we were pretty much spot on. But I'm going to go Verstappen, Perez, Russell. I'm going to be... I feel like Verstappen's going to do this one by quite a bit, actually. And I feel like Perez will raise his game, which might say a lot about how his driving is affected by his mental state. And it's really difficult for me to call the rest because Hamilton is all the way down there. So are the Mercedes that good or not? I don't know. I don't know. McLaren's have really good pace. I don't know. But I'm going to go Russell. C's fiance looking after dogs. Very, very nice. Michael wants to go to F1 South Africa. C's going to be Max, Lando, Albon. Let us know in the chat right now. What do you think the top three is going to be as we're about to get qualifying underway, everyone? We're about to get it going at Mexico. Mr. 180 says Verstappen, Hamilton, Perez. Baz, he wears a different top every race weekend. Yes, I do. By the way, the F1 store affiliate link and a 30% discount code is in the description below. So the discount code is F130, gets you 30% off shirts and whatnot. Other stuff like that. And my affiliate code, I think, gives me 5% if you buy anything. So you guys asked for it. I found it and I put it in. If you're looking to get shirts. Hopefully they're reasonably priced. I'd get the old ones. I get the older ones that are cheaper. I wouldn't buy the latest range because the latest range is going to go on sale at the end of the season very soon. So buy the older stuff and use the discount code to get more money off it, and also use my affiliate code to help me out. But I wouldn't buy the new stuff. Don't tell them I said that. No one tell them I said that. Buy the cheap end of range stuff if you're going to get something. It's cooler anyway. It's cooler. Who doesn't want to wear a 2021 McLaren shirt? Frog Jello hopes Ferrari can make a comeback. We will see, everyone, because there are cars on track. Finally, let's go. Qualifying at Mexico for the 2023 Mexico Grand Prix. And it is Kevin Magnussen. Why is he out early? Well, he had an issue in FP3 that really limited his running. So he needs to maybe get some more laps in here to just check the car's working, because I haven't had the opportunity to drive the car in a working state today. We will see. Minsbu, Perez, Verstappen, Russell, very nice. Michael got the old Senna Classic cap. Nice. Bebop Cowboy, no predictions for me. Hamilton needs points. Albon is a cool customer. Ferrari's also in the mix. Okay, no predos from Bebop. Victoria, have you ever been to Nürburgring? I've driven the Nürburgring. I've driven the Nordschleife. It's very lucky to do that, and what an experience. Flack is going Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton. Fern Beam, not a huge fan of Formula 1, but Max Verstappen, I hope, pulls off victory. Okay. We will see LSV, Hamilton, Norris, Collins. Let's remove the poll now. Let's clean up the tab a little bit. 400 votes. Adam Barnett should support Red Bull, apparently. Chat have spoken. So there is 60 minutes to go in FP, in Q1. And Kevin Magnussen's on the move. Remember, what is the cutoff going to be? Is it going to be low 1 minute 18 to the cutoff? The track temp should be a little bit higher now. We're running at real, minimal fuel loads. So what can Kevin Magnussen do? If Kevin Magnussen is not in the 18s off the bat, he might be in trouble. And it might not be his own fault, I have to say. It might not be all his own fault, because he just didn't get the running in. Baz hoping Max beats his record of most wins in the season. Peter says Snow Lion. Hello, beautiful kitten. Wow. Can you call a lion a kitten? Well, Peter Geeden has tried it. Let's see if he lives to tell the tale. So here comes Kevin Magnussen. Had to deal with some Aston Martin traffic there. What's it going to be for K-Mag? It's a 19.7. Ooh. All right, go on, K-Mag. You might. Is he going to double up? No, I think he's coming, but installation lap there. And Pierre Gasly, meanwhile, could not match K-Mag in Sector 1. And I don't think that's sandbagging. I think the Alpine is just not very good in Sector 1. I think the Alpines are really going to struggle here. I have to say. Tail Prowse 2 minutes late, but you're still here. That's the most important thing. Incognito, what tyres? Everyone's on the soft tyres, as far as I can see. Pierre Gasly does not go faster than Kevin Magnussen. Really hamstrung by that Sector 1. That low top speed, it seems, of the Alpine is costing them. Isabel says, I don't think a 19.7 is enough. I completely agree. Now, what about the Aston Martins? There's a lot of teams here who are struggling. There's a lot of teams struggling big time. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez out on track. So, Lance Stroll... Well, it's not purple in Sector 1 for either Stroll or Alonso, but have a look. I mean, Alonso 3/10 quicker than Lance Stroll in Sector 1 alone. So, Fernando Alonso, a lot of work done in this car this weekend. A lot of work. There's so much traffic here. Oh, my goodness me. There is a huge amount of traffic. We are definitely going to see impedance. 100%. Here comes Lance Stroll. It's a 1 minute 20. Goodness me. What can Fernando Alonso do? 19.6 for Alonso, but a 20 from Lance Stroll. I mean, that ain't going to cut it either which way. That ain't going to cut it, I think. There's a lot of cars really struggling here. Fuoco says Haas pole. Don't think so. Don't think so. Right, here's Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda is looked decent this weekend, and Sergio Perez on the move. So we should see our first sort of real representative lap time here from Sergio Perez. Let's see. And George Russell limbers up for a lap as well. Verstappen's about to go around for a lap, and then we've got the Maccas as well, and Lewis Hamilton. So it's going to be a busy track, and I'm going to pretty much guarantee that people are going to get held up. I'm going to guarantee it. I mean, Alpine's look a lot of new investors. Investors don't necessarily mean you can't just translate money into performance. It just doesn't work that way. Snowline, I'm glad to hear that my week is getting worse by the day, but only because I'm starting to panic about this coming Tuesday. Snowline's had the mani-pedi done. Okay. So I'm looking now at Sergio Perez. Is Lance Stroll going to be in the way? Hopefully not. He already impeded Carlos Sainz in FP3. Carlos wasn't too happy about it. Stroll will dive into the pits. So we'll see what happens here with Sergio Perez. Is Sergio Perez going to dip into the 1 minute 18s? We will see. Here comes Perez. Yes, he does. 18.5. What about Yuki Tsunoda? Does Tsunoda get anywhere near Sergio Perez? Let's see. Tsunoda, kind of, not too far away. What about George Russell? But what? Look at Verstappen sector 2. Oh my goodness me. Verstappen's an obscene sector 2. Obscene. George Russell goes third, very close to Tsunoda. But I think Verstappen is about to blow this wide open. 18 dead from Verstappen. Yes, indeed. Looking like a class above. Looking like a class above. Yeah, not sure what was going on with Stroll there. Meanwhile, Hamilton. So this was getting close to my pick for the podium. Meanwhile, Oscar Piastri. Whoa, Piastri way off. Had a very bad sector 2. Maybe traffic. I'm going to keep an eye on traffic for you here on the onboards. But yeah, Verstappen looked absolutely supreme. He went half a second quicker than Perez. So is anyone going to be able to take it to Max Verstappen? I'm really not sure. What's Alex Albon doing on the medium tyre? Alex Albon, what are you doing on the medium tyre, my son? Is that a mistake? Davine says Springboks 1. There we go. Andre Pollard, honestly, the Leicester follow half. One of my favourite rugby players of all time, I have to say. Follows his career for feels like forever. I used to play quite high level rugby. I used to play rugby with people that are now international rugby players. I used to be quite good at rugby. Back in the day, but I had a bad injury. But pretty weird, yeah. Weird to play with teammates that now play on TV. But we're kind of on TV. We're kind of on TV here. Anyway, enough of the rugby. Yuki, great first lap. Yeah, straight up there in P4. Tsunoda has looked on it. Mia, do you think there'll be team orders if Perez and Max are P1? I hope there won't be team orders. I hope there'd be team orders to help Perez out. Because Max is already... It depends, like I said yesterday, it depends what's important from Red Bull from a corporate messaging perspective. Do you want to cement Max in the record books for decades to come? And therefore the brand recognition you give for Red Bull for that, because Red Bull will be mentioned for decades to come, is potentially quite powerful. Potentially. People says, Max, don't mess with me, boys. Did Norris stop his run? It looks like it. Ricciardo on the move. Daniel Ricciardo on the move here. It's not a... Oh, Bottas goes P2. Bottas has looked on it all weekend. Bottas goes to P2. What about Leclerc? Is he on one? No, he isn't. He's about to start his lap. So keep an eye on Daniel Ricciardo. Keep an eye on Ricciardo. Can Ricciardo go top 5? Ricciardo goes P2. But Ricciardo goes P2. Ricciardo's up there. And Valtteri Bottas is up there. What a lap from Danny Rick. The winner of the 2018 Mexican Grand Prix slots it on the provisional P2 in Q1 here. And I think we're going to see some big scaps. Logan Sargent goes faster than anybody in Sector 1. Logan Sargent is 2 tenths quicker than He's 2/10 quicker than Max Verstappen. That's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane there. Goodness me. Goodness me, everyone. Logan Sargent, get your Regals ready. And people are really upping the lap times now. I mean, Track Evolution or something. But this one is going to be hard to call. This one is going to be hard to cover. Crystal said it's track evolving. I think we're seeing some big track evolution here. I think with the lap times, I think we're going to see a lot of people in the 17s at this rate. Well, I don't want to overdo it. Don't want to overdo it, but what's the cutoff going to be? Is an 18.6 going to be a cutoff, for example? 18.5, is that going to be a cutoff? We'll see. Was Daniel Ricciardo impeded? I don't think so. Oh, if he was, it's a hell of a lot. As Logan Sargent goes... Wow, terrible Sector 3 from Sargent. Was Sargent impeded? Maybe Sargent was impeded there. Look at that Sector 1 though from old Logie. Huge. And that is a low downforce sector. Hold on to your Eagles, everyone. Hold on to your Eagles. Michael, am I looking forward to DWC? Yeah, they've been in contact with me. They want me to try it out. I enjoyed my time working with them last year. So this quality is going to be chaotic AF, and I'm loving it. Yeah, honestly, it's going to... I can't... So basically, people are boxing now. Although we're seeing split strategies. We're seeing split strategies, but we're going to see a lot of people boxing, and then at the end, it's going to be horrendous. And some people are going to get their lap times ruined. I'll tell you now for free, some people are going to get their lap times ruined. So, is that Lando on the move? Lando on the move? Where is Lando? Can't see. No, I thought maybe Lando's on the move, but he's not. He's not. He bought that, didn't he? So Lando hasn't set a representative lap time here. And Logan Sargent. Is that a lap time deletion from Sargent? Is that a lap time deletion? Chat, let me keep an eye on this. Davina Albon looking to get you stuck in traffic. Sargent surely will pit now. Yep, Sargent pits. Will Leclerc come in as well? I presume so. K-Mag's in. So we can see everyone came out, everyone bought. So after that first run, who are our big scalps? Well, both McLarens are down there, and both Williams. I mean, it's weird that we're thinking about the Williams being a scalp in Q1, such as the pace being of Alex Albon and, to be fair, Logan Sargent so far this weekend. But both... I want to a big shout-out to Fernando Alonso, by the way. Fernando Alonso dragging that Aston Martin to P8. It will be a big win for us, I think, if they can get out of Q1, as Lando Norris looks ready to come out. Lando looks like he's ready to come out. He wants to get out early. The danger is, the earlier you come out for these last runs... And Lando is coming out now, so you'll see Lando appear at the end of Sector 1. So Lando is out on track, by the way. But the early... Is he stalled or something? No. The earlier you come out, chat, the bigger danger you have of running into traffic. Logan Sargent, lap time deleted, track limits at turn 12. Oh, he was all sideways, and to be honest, he's very unlucky there, I have to say. I'm on board now with Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz, he feels like he's impeded. I don't think he was. Yeah, traffic with Hamilton last sector. That was a bit too much, Hamilton. Carlos Sainz having a little cry in the car there. Don't have a cry about Carlos Sainz. Just get on with it, my friend. I feel like you've been very active on the radio recently. You certainly were in Austin, and I'm not sure that one... Lewis Hamilton couldn't really evaporate, but I might be looking at it a bit different. Airline is giving some kisses to the Papaya Boys. Ryan Barnett, 1,000 viewers. 100 eaters. Very nice. Chaya says Norris broke off the timed lap. Christoph, Bottas and Daniel Rick, big winners so far. Isaac, track limits are back in the conversation. Yes, indeed. Track limits are back. You thought you killed it, but they're backed. Krista V, move, McLaren, move. Ash says, McLaren, please move. Please, McLaren, move. Well, McLaren are out on track right now. Both McLarens and Alex Albon. Will they be able to complete these flying laps? Or has there been lots of traffic come out in the meantime? That is the absolutely critical question. And I think Oscar Piastri is going to get a completely clean lap in here. But he won't benefit the most from track evolution. as Alex Albon really rode the sausage going into the stadium section. Sparks flying. It's a pretty brutal curb. I'm seeing a lot of drivers ride that sausage. In fact, does Alex Albon have some damage on the car or something? No, it's not. It's not his fastest sector 1, but it's still faster than Oscar Piastri. But these are big laps here because I don't think these drivers. This is it from these drivers. Unless they're going to double a lap now. Unless they're going to double a lap now, this is, you know, they have to get out of the top. They need to get into the top 15 here. These drivers, and they're not going to benefit the most in Track Evolution. Yes, hopefully we can hit the old 300 likes. Oscar Piastri goes P2 with a 18.2. I would think that would keep him safe. I am worried about Alex Albon here. I'm worried about Albon. He's 3/10 down on that in the moment. And Sector 3 is not their strongest sector. Alex Albon goes P9 with an 18.8. I really don't think that's going to cut it. Considering that is only 2/10 quicker than Esteban Ocon, I'm not sure that's going to cut it. And what? Oh no! Disaster for Lando! Disaster for Lando! Lando's out! Lando's out here! How much saying there's so many people out here? Are we okay time-wise? Yeah, I think traffic, I've called it all weekend. Traffic is going to be huge here. But Lando Norris, everyone, is out. Lando Norris is, I'm pretty sure, he's not going to get back in. Lando's done here. Lando's cooked. Lando's cooked. The only way Lando gets this done is if they literally refuel or if he does a hybrid lap. But look at the traffic, chat. Look at the traffic. Look at the traffic. Yeah, this is going to be mad. I'm going to struggle to cover this first time. I'm going to struggle to cover this because there is so much traffic right now. There is so much traffic. Lando's out, I'm pretty sure. It goes. But Lando is not having. He's not maximising his season. What happened with Lando? He rode a sausage. Oh, he got a huge amount. Oh, he scraped the floor of the car. He got a huge amount of lock-on. Oh, he got a real tank slap and then came back the other way. I told you. I think drivers are going to struggle here to just get that clean lap in. That's what we want to see. It's technically a very difficult circuit. And I'm sure we'll hear a lot of drivers making excuses about certain stuff. But the fact is, drivers are making mistakes and we love to see it. Right, here we go. Flying laps. What have we got? Yuki Tsunoda, I think was trying to do a flying lap. He's had to navigate all that traffic. Can he improve? I think that's really bad strategy from AlphaTauri to put Yuki Tsunoda on a flying lap there. And now he's going to be holding up a load of other drivers. Yuki Tsunoda completely in the wrong place. You needed to go out a lot earlier. I think Lando surely has to stay out and try and go again. There's a yellow flag out somewhere. There's a yellow flag out. Has someone binned it? Has someone binned it? Where's Fernando Alonso? Could it be Fernando Alonso? Verstappen investigated after session impeding. Verstappen could be impeding. I think Fernando Alonso's binned it. I think we're going to lose Lando here because Fernando has binned it. I'm sure. Look at the standings. I'm pretty sure Fernando's binned it. Get your bin emojis out, everyone. Get your bin emojis out. That Aston Martin has been chopped up, chewed out this weekend. And no one's going to be able to set a fast sector. Is anyone? Carlos Sainz, did he get past that? He might be in trouble. Guan Yu Zhou, no one should be setting a personal best in Sector 1 because of the yellow flags. I think it's Fernando Alonso. I think it's Fernando Alonso who's binned it. Wow, the most experienced driver on the grid. Dearie me. Dearie me. Fernando Alonso, what have you done here? And, well, your own teammate's not going to get through. I still have not seen the cameras of the incident. I have to say, the Mexican director has not shown me what's happened here. But I'm pretty sure, chat, I can give you an exclusive. I'm pretty sure it's Fernando Alonso. Using my powers of deduction. Right, here we go. Replay. Fernando Alonso comes in, turn 1. Turn 2. Oh, really weird low-speed washout. It was on the exit of turn 3. Something is really not working on that Aston Martin. You would not expect a driver of the caliber of Fernando Alonso. So he might be scraping the floor along the piano curve there. Really, really, really bad mistake. And look, if you've been listening to me, you will know for a long time. Verstappen impeding. Why? Because he was queuing at the front of the pit lane and waited too long. Now, in the end, that didn't have any effect, but there'll be drivers at the back who may not have been able to finish their lap because Max Verstappen was just sitting there. And I think George Russell might have done the same thing. It's all amateur hour at the front of the pit lane. It was amateur hour. Now, in the end, it didn't matter. Russell also going to be investigated, and these might be slam dunk penalties. You hearing it here first. I reckon Verstappen could get a 5-place grid drop for that because he just sat on the exit of the pit lane, and you can't do that when drivers need to get out in order to get past the start-finish line to actually set their lap. And in fact, we will know whether that happened because it was on the flying laps that Fernando Alonso spun the car. So I think we will know whether anyone didn't make it over the line. Not that that should be a sort of requirement for there to be a penalty. But dearie me, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, George Russell, big names, big issues in Q1. Azim, do you play iRacing? I've completed it, mate. Wow. So Max is under investigation. 10 winners saying it's getting worse and worse for Nando. Yes, indeed. Is Baz saying Lando's washed? I mean, Lando, Norris, that's why you can't mess up here, because you mess up, Lando's out of the car. He looks frustrated, I've got to be honest, but Lando maybe a little bit less time on social media, a little bit less time doing meme videos with Quadrant, maybe more time on the simulator. How about that, Lando Norris? How about that? Tell Proud says, Lando just ruined my F1 fantasy team. Cheers, Lando. Now the kids are crying. Offbeat, for how long do they stand there? I think they have a limit of how long they're allowed to stand. But Max was there for a very long time, it seemed. And so was George Russell. I think what George Russell might say is that there were drivers going past the start-finish line. But it doesn't matter. You just stay where you are on your side of the pit line. That's what you need to do. Let me start this up again, by the way. Let me resync this. But, dearie me, take this opportunity, by the way, if you're not subscribed, hit that. Let's do another Nations check. Let's really hit off on Nations chat. Let me know where in the world are you watching the stream from? Where in the world? I want to see who's representing. I don't think we're going to have the South Asia crew in such numbers because it's late over there. So another opportunity, chat. Let me know where in the world in the chat. Dark Twinkle says London. London coming in first. Mia from UK. Aidan Ross from Texas. Adibal from Netherlands. Kate from the UK. C from USA. Chaya from Netherlands. Ryan from Hospital. Victoria from Germany. Vlatka Croatia. Temnis from Greece. Johnny from the basement. Matthew Jones Tenerife. Anchi Serbia. Sergey Van Dalen from Netherlands. Rita Malaysia. Christopher Russell from Bahamas, Sarah, India, Jacob, Denmark, Mavis, France, Shui, England, David, Israel, Utado, Philippines, Just Croatia, Olivier, Netherlands, Shark, UK. Wow, we're really going for it here, chat. Incognito, London, Alan Moss watching from Sussex, Super GT, Jersey Islands, Isa, German in Toulouse, Krista watching from New York, Size X from the Smoke, Ash from Canada, Offbeat, Germany. Oh my goodness me, it's going fast like an andal. Laku, Finland, Ricardo, Hungary, Vetti, India, Yolanda, Netherlands, Tonja, Croatia, Stema, Cape Town, Andre, Indonesia, Denise, Ireland, Nicoletta, Czechia, Natasha, Netherlands, Tail from Canada, Dutch Lions, Netherlands, someone Serbia, Catty, Netherlands. Well, I think Netherlands are winning this. I think Netherlands are winning it. Honestly, I think it's Netherlands here. Matt, Aussie all the way. Martin, Bonnie, Scotland. Peter, Belgium. Animos again, Sussex, Minsk, Netherlands. Michael Gott, UK. Joseph, Czech Republic, Mavis, France, Jarno, England, Tracy, South Africa, Simon, United Kingdom, Anders, Finland, Saul, Lithuania, Denise, Ireland, Tequan, Barbados, Northando, Zimbabwe, Will, Texas, Darth Vader in the house from Brazil, Mathilda, Sweden, John P, Middle East, Wolf Racing, Australia, Hide, Netherlands, Kularis, Greece, Technophilia, goodness me, where am I? Chicago, Dusty Mike, UK, Salvador from California, Olivier, Albania, Japs from California, Albert, USA, Nathan, Vancouver, Philip from Kenya, Roland from New Zealand, Audrey, Texas, Welshie from Wales, Peter, Belgium, Mavis France, Mute India, Matt from Australia, Snowline Canada, Mountain Bike from the Azores, Paul from Quebec, MD from India, Rodrigo Portugal, Isabella from USA, Arthur New Caledonia, Estes Portugal, Danielle New Caledonia, Peter Holland, Angry Me Switzerland, Leroy from Battersea, Fuoco Italy, Estes Portugal, Davina Missouri, Dan UK, Cooper from Nigeria. There we go, Gen X Hadaka. Wow, what a nation chat. Take a bow, everyone. That's one of the biggest nation chat we've ever done on this channel, I have to say. Now, if you are Esteban Ocon, why Esteban Ocon is because his far, you stay in that car. You stay in that car. Because if Verstappen's going to get a penalty, you know, when they say investigated after the session, oh, Perez is out already. Perez is out, so I think Q2 is underway. As Logan Sargent almost got run over by Sergio Perez there. As Max Verstappen also comes out. But, I mean, pretty cheeky. I think they need to start investigating these things before... The reason why they need to investigate it, chat, Max Verstappen and George Russell may well have, you know... Stewart, incident involving Russell, Norris and Guan Yu Zhou noted, failing to follow race direct instructions and maximum delta time. If you are George Russell and Max Verstappen, you have potentially ruined a lot of people's qualifying by holding everyone up in the pits. Very significant. Now, if you are going to get a 5-place grid drop, and if you're Max Verstappen and you qualify in P1, that is not really a significant punishment. You have committed that offence in Q1, and I think you should take that penalty in Q1. So, is that too harsh? Let me know what you think. But I think if you're someone who was impeded by Max or George Russell there, and you see them go right up the grid all the way into Q3, and you're someone like Lance Stroll, like, oh, it's someone facing the wrong way. That must have been Fernando Alonso. Logan Sargent failed to slow under yellow flags. Yes, that was Logan Sargent screaming past Fernando Alonso. Hamilton failing to slow under yellow flags. Oh my goodness me. Everyone's under investigation here. Everyone's under investigation. So Hamilton was screaming through Sector 1 as Fernando Alonso was facing the wrong way on the circuit. Chat, is there anyone who isn't under investigation? I don't think I'm under investigation. So I'm going to put my hands up there. I think I'm clean. But chat, did anyone else in chat get investigated there? Because they were just handing out investigations like MBR was handing out memberships yesterday. Damn, mate, that would have been MBR yesterday. Incident involving Russell, Norris and Zhou will be investigated after the session. You can't slow down the start of Q2, but this is an unsatisfactory resolution for me. I'm not happy about it. Mia says FIA is a circus now. Very nice. Size X Red Bull got the FIA in their pockets. Well, very, 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 very dramatic. I mean, Sergio Perez 18.1. He was not someone under investigation. Aidan Ross saying the track itself is now under investigation for being too high, for not complying with FIA altitude limits. The circuit is under investigation. Chaya says this GP has been both epic and chaos. See, might as well have a mariachi band play in the pit lane. It's absolute madness here. Half the grid's under investigation. But yeah, Lando is the big scalp there in Q1. So now, if you're new to Formula 1, by the way, if you join the stream and you're new, firstly, welcome. We don't have any of the rubbish here. We just say it how it is. And how it is right now is Q2, the second part, the middle part of qualifying, where the drivers are going to set their best lap times, and ultimately only the top 10 will proceed to the final part of qualifying. So we're trying to find our top 10 here. So Verstappen does a 17.6, my word. Max Verstappen does a 17.6. Absolutely huge for Verstappen. Absolutely huge there. Yeah, it's a big old lap from Verstappen. Isaac says the rules should be made clearer. Cameron says Verstappen did the same thing before in Singapore. Minxboo agreed. Penalties in qualifying, you made it. Otherwise, it would be unfair towards people below you think. Depends what you deem the notion of a penalty and justice. Is justice designed to punish the offender or compensate the offended? It's a big question about legal theory. Isabel saying Max took it personally. I mean, Max has let down the hammer here. As I hope he hasn't impeded Carlos Sainz there, as Carlos Sainz is about to start his flying lap. Christoph says, Danny, Rick is on fire. Dale Shrub has now investigated himself. Very noble of you, Dale Shrub there. Very noble of yourself. Offbeat said Max can drive to P1. Max could get a penalty. Max could get a penalty and be dropped 5 positions. So yes, I really do think that could happen. Bebop says course record. It might well be. I'm not sure. Can anyone confirm? Chat, can anyone confirm whether that is a course record? Yes or no? Hit it. How is Norris out? He just messed up his lap time, basically. And then Fernando Alonso binned it, caused a yellow flag at the end of Q1. But here we go. Meanwhile, Alex Albon did just about make it through into Q2. So what can the Albonator do? Let's see who's on a fast lap right now. Oscar Piastri is, and he goes P2. Wow, 17.8 from Piastri. My goodness me, that makes it even more disastrous that Lando Norris is going to start this Grand Prix on the last row of the grid, because Oscar Piastri has shown some serious pace. I reckon that lap time could stand up in Q2. I reckon that could be a lap time that gets Piastri through to Q3. Danny Rick with the 18 dead. Olivier K coming in, record was 17.7. So, well, that's the old record. We now got a new record. Unless that's a race lap. That's a race lap. That's different, isn't it? That's different. What about Charles Leclerc? Charles Leclerc, well, flattered to deceive there. I think he must have had a very bad sector, because he was setting some good lap times for himself there. What about Alex Albon? Albon's on the move, but he's 3/10 down in Sector 1, and that's a sector where the Williams has been strong today. He's going to get past. By the way, Fernando Alonso. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, no, no. Conspiracy theory. Fernando Alonso, I said it was a very unusual spin in turn 1 at the end of Q1. By spinning, Fernando Alonso guaranteed himself to progress into Q2. Chat, do we think Fernando Alonso spun on purpose? We know he's had a horrendous weekend. It's been, you know, they've been working on that car like crazy all the way through FP1, FP2, FP3. He's not looked comfortable. He did a hell of a lap to get himself into the provisional Q2 spot, and then he had a very weird spin on turn 1. Chat, what do we think about that? Let me know. Let me know. Did Alonso just Rosberg it? Isabel, I mean, it sounds like an Alonso straight. It sounds plausible. Beef and barley, I don't want to blow you. Chat, just let me know you want his thoughts. Tracy says nonsense, but it was a very weird spin. And it's not like Fernando Alonso's ever been involved in the team before that have spun on purpose to secure a result. That's never happened. That's never happened. Dan would buy it. Dan Major's on board with it. Dan Major's like, I buy that theory. Dusty, I don't think Alonso would deliberately swim with Stroll on 18th. Screw Lance Stroll. Alonso looks out for himself. Chat, what do we think? Davina James, no way Alonso is not that desperate. Size X, well, he's no stranger to contrary actions. I was just saying Flavio would. Chai, it doesn't seem likely. Fernando Alonso. Have you been a naughty, naughty boy, Fernando? We're on to you. They won't be saying this on the official broadcast, I'll tell you that for free. But Fernando. Have you been a naughty boy, Fernando? Did you do it on purpose? Did you do it on purpose to knock out Lando? Whoa! Right. Right, everyone's in the pits right now. We're getting ready for the last runs of Q2. Jack's free Alonso. If it's not illegal, it's not cheating. I wouldn't put it past him. Alonso is a sly competitor. All I'm going to say, for anyone who speaks Latin, I'm going to say 2 words for our Latin friends. Qui bono, chat. Qui bono. Who benefits? If Alonso spins in the last 30 seconds of Q1 and everyone has to slow down for yellow flags and Alonso's already through, cui bono? Who benefits? I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Alonso, it's only illegal if you get caught. Dark Chunky, you're right, Alonso would do that as the Aston's been looking terrible this weekend. So if he put in a good lap time and spun out, that means he's secured a spot in Q2. Nothing gets past Dark Twinkle. I mean, nothing. Christoph, will we see a 116? I'd eat my sombrero. I'd literally eat... Oh, I know, I ate a bit... Now, take that back. No, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. I would be very surprised if someone got a 1:16. Shuey, he didn't get the name Teflonso for nothing. Davina says Crashgate was 15 years ago and that did not involve him. It was an agreement between Briatore, Chief Engineer, and Piquet Jr. There's no way Fernando Alonso could have been involved in that. Having a look now at the onboard of Max Verstappen. Looking really good in the Red Bull, as you might expect. Looking really, really, really good, I have to say. C says, tap, yes, let's get those likes up, everyone. Come on, let's be competitive. Get those likes up. Let's go for the big 300, 400s. So we've got 5 minutes to go. So 4 minutes to go. Again, who's going to be out? You know, it's scary. Looking through the helmet, Max Verstappen, he looks so young. I'm just looking through the visor here of Max Verstappen. That is a young man at the wheel of that car. That is not some grizzled veteran. I think we're years off seeing Max Verstappen in his prime. He's not even in his prime yet. He's a young man in that car. It's scary. It's scary how good he is, I have to be honest. Michael, smash a like for me to pay the rent. Yes, please. Help me pay my rent, please. Shark saying Alonso has all the moves. Chat, what are we thinking? Who's going to get knocked out? Looks like Nico Hulkenberg's on track. Who's going to get knocked out of Q2? Who are the scalps going to be? Is it going to be Fernando Alonso? We will see. Chat, let me know who's going to be getting through. Yuki Tsunoda. Exit. Oh, everyone leaves. It's a race out of the pits. As there's a young fan saying, go Yuki, with a Japanese flag. Very nice. It's side by side on the pit exit. Incident involving Sergeant Tsunoda will be investigated after session, overtaking under yellow flags. I think Sergeant overtook someone. It's a bit controversial. From what I saw, the yellow flags came out for Alonso spinning. We'll talk about that more. Logan Sargent. Oh, it's all crazy here. Everyone's crawling out of the pit lane. Crawling in my skin are the drivers coming out of the pit lane here. And it's all just very amateur hour, I have to say. Yuki Tsunoda came out of the pits and it was like a 3-lane traffic. It's like the M6 on a Friday night. Oh, and he knocked something over. Yuki Tsunoda crashed into the wheel gun. And now there are drivers again stationary. I think it's Albert saying it's another mess leaving the pit. And again, it's absolute carnage here leaving the pits. The F1 cannot just get out of the pit lane. Guys, what are we doing here? Max Verstappen, I'm not sure if Max Verstappen is even going to be able to get a lap time in here. Because the traffic is so bad, they're still in the pits, chat. Tanjim staying up till dawn, just seeing McLaren at 19th. Nailed it. Hashtag Papaya Army. I'm not sure everyone is going to get a lap in here. Oh, I'm really not sure, chat. Chat, Alex Albon needs to get to the start of finish line with 1 minute 18 to go. No, he's alright. I was silly. Scratch that. Scratch that. Right, Fernando Alonso on the move, though. What can Fernando Alonso do? Fernando Alonso and Daniel Ricciardo is looking pretty on it in Sector 1 as well. So much traffic here again. So much traffic. So keep an eye on Alonso as he goes over the line. We will see. Nico Hulkenberg, I'm not sure that's going to cut it. Some quick lap times there, 18.5. It's very, very, very competitive. So keep an eye on Alonso and the Ferraris. Are the Ferraris fine? Oh, lock up there from Carlos Sainz, I saw. Fernando Alonso stays P12. Is he going to get another run? No. So Crashgate all for nothing. Alex Albon going to start his lap. Is he on the medium tyre, Alex Albon? I think that's an issue with the graphic. I think Alex Albon is on the soft tyre. I'll try and get visuals confirmed for you, chat. And what did the Ferraris do? Charles Leclerc goes up there. George Russell with the fastest 2 out of anyone. So, oh, Daniel Ricciardo. Whew. P2 for Ricciardo within a 10th of Max Verstappen. Ricciardo is on fire. Ricciardo's on fire. The 2018 winner here in the AlphaTauri. Whoa, Daniel Ricciardo. Look at that. Very, very, very impressive. Now, George Russell has just pipped him. But still, Daniel Ricciardo. I mean, what's the cutoff going to be here? What's the cutoff? And what about the battle for pole? The battle for pole could be huge. Yeah, if you're a Danny Rick fan, you're feeling pretty good right now. You're feeling pretty good. Did they get upgrades? I don't know, but Danny Rick's just on fire. Lewis Hamilton goes fastest. Hamilton goes fastest out of nowhere. 17.5. The Mercedes are on it. Lewis Hamilton. Chat, if you're a Hamilton fan, get your hammers out. The 117s are coming out. Get your 17s out for the lads, everyone. Look at this. Look at this. Here are all the 17s. Chat, if you're a Hamilton fan, get your Hamilton emojis out. That is a big lap time from Sir Lewis Hamilton. Woo! Look at that. Wow, the top 4 separated by a 10th. Basically a 10th. That is very close. That is very close. Isabel wanting Perez to do better. Is Perez going to make it through? Is anyone going to knock out Perez? No, I think Perez is safe here. I think Perez is safe. Yuki Tsunoda will be disappointed. Don't know what happened with Yuki Tsunoda there. And Carlos Sainz has only just made it through. My word. Alex Albon as well in P9. Alex Albon, we said, would be a big result if Albon could get through into Q3. And he's done it. Nice job, Alex Albon. Fair play. And I feel like this is almost... I mean, Valtteri Bottas as well is up there. Look at this. In Q3, we've got an AlphaTauri, an Alfa Romeo, and a Williams. Great stuff. And I kind of feel like this pole position is almost up for anyone. It's almost up for anyone. This could be a very exciting Q3. Do not go anywhere. There's going to be a couple of minutes, and then we're going to go straight into Q3. By the way, if you're new here, please, 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 hit that subscribe button. Come on, this weekend we want to get this up to 66k, because there we go, someone subscribe. We want to do these streams live at the track. I want to be at Mexico. I want to be streaming this at Mexico next year. I want to be in the stadium, streaming it live. Come on. Come on, tickle it up, tickle it up. Let's go. Let's get these numbers up. And on the like front as well. Addy boy, I knew Danny had it. Danny's just got that dog in him, yo. Offbeat's hosting for a Piastri P1. Let me know in chat, who do you want to see? Oh, there we go. There we go. Chat, who do you want to see? Who do you want to see on pole position? Who do you want to see on pole position? Offbeat says best qualifying for what? Isabel says drop a like for Kireth. Oh, I thought the question mark, exclamation mark. Drop a like. I thought it was more questioning in tone. Shark is supporting Danny, Ruben supporting himself, Luna says Hamilton, Vinny says it's hammer time, Asagi Hamilton, Mavis Daniel, Adiboy Lewis, C Maxwell Danny, Snowline not the hamster, Fuoco Leclerc, Offbeat Hamilton, Tony Checo, Luna Lewis, Sarah supporting Hamilton, Bebop Albon Hamilton, Danny Rick Piastri, Angelo Nisibambi supporting Lewis Hamilton, Natasha Maxwell Danny Rick, MD Lewis Hamilton. Wow, I feel like there's a lot of Lewis Hamilton fans in today. Joseph Hamilton 105 pole. 105 FM, maybe indeed. We got Hamilton fans in the building. Albert says Hamilton the GOAT. Matt supporting Ricardo. I think Matt from Down Under, if we remember. Nicholas Danny. Tony Patterson supporting Perez. Boss says it's Hummer time. Saul supporting the Honey Badger. Dan, get in there, Lewis. Isabel, come on the Honey Badger. Oh, if you're a Danny Rick fan, now's your chance. Do we still have the Danny Rick face? Did I delete it? What's this? Oh, it's Danny Rick Roulette, chat. Chat, who remembers Danny Rick Roulette? Let me know if you remember Danny Rick Roulette. Remember we used to play Danny Rick Roulette on these streams? Look at that. Chat, what position? For old Danny Rick, what's this? Oh, it's Lewis Hamilton! Lewis Hamilton's here as well. Chat, is it hammer time? Is it hammer time? Oh, okay. Lewis Hamilton's ready, everyone. Lewis Hamilton's ready. Chai says track limits for Albon. I don't think so. Dave Hamilton destroying his engines. Oh, my F1 engineer friend is in the pub. He's done the hard work. FIA scrutinying around Alex Albon's car. What do we think, everyone? What do we think? Does this work, by the way? Whoa!
Welcome to the Kireth Car channel.
Did you hear that, chat? Chat, did you hear that? Did that come in? Alex Albon's out of the car with his helmet on. He's looking very animated. Alex Albon's looking very animated here. Oh, Alex Albon, lap time deleted. Oh no! Incident involving Williams equipment noted. Alex Albon. Incident involving... I said the FIA were all over his car. Incident involving Williams equipment. Chat, what is going on? Oh no, it's chaos now. It's carnage.
To the Kireth Car channel.
Chat, is carnage here for Alex Albon. And if you're Guan Yu Zhou, you've been promoted to Alfa Romeo. We've got both cars in Q3. I can't remember the last time that happened. Chat, Alex Albon, what's going on with the Williams? FIA have noted Williams equipment, and I think Albon had just straight up been deleted. He's straight up been deleted. Tanjim says unfair for Norris. I mean, what is going on in Formula One? I mean, so many deletions and penalties. Mute Mind says L for Albon. Mia says Albon gonna go cry. Well, it's hard luck if you're a Williams fan and Alex Albon fan. It's pretty tough right now. It's pretty tough. Albon has just been on a wave this weekend. We've been following him through FP1, FP2, FP3. He's looked really strong. He got in the car really early for Q1. He had the music in. He was in a groove. And something's happened. And if you remember me, I said there was a Williams mechanic who looked really rushed setting up the car. He was sprinting back and forth. He was running through a paper list. Really rushed. And I was thinking, guys, just slow it down. This looks too rushed to minimize the risk of mistakes. And obviously something has happened here. Something has happened. Chat, do we have any information? Do we have any information? Christoph says, can Perez pull out the bag on home turf? Chat, we're about to start Q3. Let me know who's going to get pole. Who's going to get pole? Who's going to get pole? It ain't going to be Lando. It ain't going to be Albon. And it ain't going to be Nando either. Addy Boy saying it's hammer time. Well, yeah, I mean, look at this. At the top here. Can we see a Mercedes front row lockout? Wake Max up, please, for qualifying. Davina James, we need to riot. Justice for Albon. Chai says Max. No line sending Chris for Max. Jan Maid says Max as well. Hi, I hate to say it, but Max. Christopher Checo. Asagi Hamilton. Ricardo Bastita. Perez. Shui fan Max. Laugo says Checo. Asagi Hamilton all the way, bruh. Well, Alfa Romeo are not used to being in Q3 like this. Do they have a strategy? Madison saying Albon deleted for track limits at turn 2. Wow, turn 2. As Sergio Perez goes out on track very early here. Jules Karaoke, new subscriber. How much do you think one F1 car costs? Well, you can look at the cost cap. If you want to look at it that way. Denise is supporting Lewis. Vlak is now supporting the Honey Badger. MD said, let's go Lewis. Natasha supporting Max. Isabel, Danny Rick, let's go. Tom says, Piastri pole. Let's see, Ismail, how is Daniel putting that tractor into PT? It's not a Lamborghini. It's an AlphaTauri. Right, chat, here we go. Here we go. Q3 has started. What an incredible fun stream it's been today. Incredible fun stream. I feel like we've really built to this. As Sergio Perez is about to start his flying lap, followed by Max Verstappen. Guan Yu Zhou is in the car as I see it, but he'll be on track soon. So different strategies. And the Mercedes are going out quite late here for their first runs. Track evolution. Johnny's just disqualified the FIA. Black is not supporting, just guessing that it could be the time for the Honey Badger. Isabel, come on guys, smash like button. Come on guys, come on. If everyone hit the like button now, we'd have 1,000 likes. Guys, let's just try it. If you can hear me, just right now, hit that like button and let's see what happens. Anything could happen. So please, just hit the like button right now. Let's smash those likes right up. I know we can do it, everyone. I know we can do it. As Carlos Sainz embarks on his flying lap. Is Sergio Perez going to hit traffic here? And is George Russell giving a tow to Lewis Hamilton for this lap? And will Lewis Hamilton swap it the other way around? See, it's happy for Valtteri right now. Welcome to Soul Dat in the house. Mag Army, and you say my name, please say again, Malvik. Right, there we go. Oh, Perez had to get past Hamilton there. So Perez had to get past Hamilton. So let's see what is going to go on here with the penultimate run. Sergio Perez, 17.7. I don't think that's going to cut it as a pole time. We've seen people get into the 6s. 17.6s, I should say. So what about Max Verstappen? What about Max Verstappen? Oh, he was a lot quicker in Sector 1. This could be beastly. 17.2. It is beastly. That is absolutely obscene from Max Verstappen. And I think we've just seen the pole time. I'm going to be honest. I think we've just seen the pole time there. Oh my goodness me. Daniel Ricciardo, 17.3. He's put it within 1/10. Daniel Ricciardo has put it within 1/10, chat. Remember, these are the penultimate runs. We're going to get some more runs at the end, but Daniel Ricciardo means Carlos Sainz's provisional pole. Carlos Sainz's provisional pole, everyone, out of absolutely nowhere. There've been no... Show! What on earth is this? What on earth is this from Ferrari? We followed every session. 17.1 for Charles Leclerc. What on earth, chat, is this? What on earth is this madness? Chat, if you're the Tifosi, I want to see it. I want to see it, chat. If you're the Tifosi, where have they been? Where have they been? Ferrari have woken up. That might be unbeatable. That might be unbeatable, chat. That might be it. Goodness me, what a 1-2. What a 1-2. Isabel sandbagging all weekend or what? Ferrari, what have you done? What have you done? I have never seen a team come from literally nowhere. Ferrari have been completely anonymous the whole weekend. They've been hiding in the long grass. Look at this from Ferrari. Max Verstappen is going to be... Oh my goodness me. How am I going to get a 17.1? How is that going to happen? Deary me, look at that. It's 7/10 quicker than Sergio Perez. Goodness me. Chat, where are the Tifosi? Where are the Tifosi? I'm having a look on board here with Verstappen. Did he lose a bit of time somewhere? Not that I can see. Did he run wide? No, not that I can see. He was on the radio. When I box, just check the front of the floor. Turn 8 was he did take a ride over the curbs. He did take a ride over the curbs there. Did Max. I don't think he lost so many time. He might be worried about damage. Welcome to Brian Martinez Javantes. Oh, Ferrari. What a story this is. Isabel says Max is going to be mad. Benotto heard our praise. Woo! Ferrari are back, everyone. Ferrari are back. Right. Chat. Final Q3 runs. Final Q3 runs. Do the Mercedes have half a second somewhere? Can they turn it up? What about Oscar Piastri? What about Sergio Perez? Can Sergio Perez do the lap time of his life? Danny Rick is a 10th and a half off pole position here. Could Max could still get a penalty as well. This could go bad to worse for Max. This could go terribly for Max. I don't think either of the Ferraris are in a shout penalty. Jats, ESPN, yeah, I force ESPN to have a 30-second delay for us, so we get it first. Mia saying Perez is washed. What a moment that was, everyone. What a moment. Beef and Barley says there's a lightning chat. We're just getting ready now. Just savor the moment. Savor the moment. In about a minute, in about 60 seconds, we're going to see the cars come out. Guan Yu Zhou's already come out because he's on a weird strat. He's on the Guan Yu Zhou strat, but we're going to see the cars come out. Are we going to see, chat, if Charles Leclerc were to spin it now in Sector 1, then Charles Leclerc would start the race on pole position. So if Charles Leclerc were to have a accidentally, definitely not on purpose, go out early and cause some yellow flags, not on purpose but accidental ones, then Charles Leclerc will be starting to on pole position. What would happen? Just I don't know who said that. Vince was watching the rugby, but I said this sounds like there's drama to exceed even that. Bebot, Ferrari comes from Ferrari, meaning blacksmith. Very nice. Fuwoko said, I said Leclerc would get a really good time. Ismail Islam, Ferrari front row, I'm happy about that. But not sure what the race pace we like. Isabel says, come on Charles, do it Fernando. Snowline, we all know that Ferrari will blow the strategy tomorrow. We will see. Almost 350 on the light front. Absolutely huge, everyone. Huge effort here. Davina James, I reckon Perez can do it. Woo! Right. Guan Yu Zhou's just circulating. I reckon any moment now we're going to see the drivers come out. Guan Yu Zhou, what have you got? What have you got in the locker there? Yeah. Fuwoko, Ferrari 1 second win. Where the Tifosi at? Where the Tifosi at? Ah, Guan Yu Zhou's hit the traffic of Oscar Piastri. If you get your timing wrong, that's what happened. I mean, what is Guan Yu Zhou doing, frankly? I have no idea what's happening here with the Alfa Romeo strategy. Theo Paul shares all smiles. Good to see. Obviously, he had a disastrous FP1. Really bad for him. Really poor FP1 for Theo Paul share. Not his fault. Victoria Sporting Charles. Vince, Guan Yu Zhou may spin it in the Haas Ferrari. Isabel, mission Ferrari not binning it level almost impossible. Right, chat, here we go then. There's 2 minutes 40 to go. Is everyone going to get over the line? Right, so the Ferraris have decided to go out earlier than the Red Bulls. So at the back of the pack, we've got Sainz, Ricciardo, Leclerc, Perez. And what about the Mercedes? Maybe the Mercedes are going to go last. Rory Thompson's right here. Rory Thompson been supporting Ferrari for 50 years. In the chat. Vince said Sainz for pole. We will see. Madison, go. Charles and Carlos, please. Well, your smooth operator is about to start his lap. Your smooth operator. So, the order is going to be, as Oscar Piastri, I don't think that Sector 1 is going to cut it. I might be wrong. But your order is going to be of lap times. Oscar Piastri. Then, well, hang on, what's Bottas going to do in Sector? Bottas has gone faster than Piastri in Sector 1, by the way. So it's going to be Piastri, Bottas. He's having to negotiate his old teammate Lewis Hamilton there. Will Carlos Sainz have to negotiate Lewis Hamilton as well? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But the Mercedes are the last drivers to go around here. So here we go. Keep an eye on sector times. Daniel Ricciardo, 2010.4. It's a PB for Ricciardo in Sector 1. He might be getting a slipstream off Carlos Sainz. We will see. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc's 27.3s through Sector 1. What does Perez do? Perez has 27.4. So Perez is a 10 slower in Sector 1 alone. We're going to check what happens here with Valtteri Bottas going over the line. Here's Valtteri Bottas. Bottas stays P9. Right now it's time for the big guns. It's going to be Carlos Sainz first. The 29.9 in Sector 2 might not cut it. Charles Leclerc is also not the fastest Sector 2. Is Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is right up it in Sector 1. Max Verstappen Sector 1 is competitive for pole. Sainz does not improve. So Sainz does not improve. Max Verstappen, can he do a better... Oh, Max Verstappen is provisionally fastest right now. Max Verstappen is provisionally on pole as we speak. As we speak, Verstappen is about to put this on pole. Thank you so much, Aiden Beer. I appreciate you. Max Verstappen is about to put this on pole position. If he can nail it in Sector 3, what's going to happen? No, he can't. He's bottled it. He's bottled it. Is Max Verstappen washed? It's a 17.2 for Verstappen. He was not able to do it. He was not able to do it. It was a poor Sector 3 from Max Verstappen. And I think, everyone, it's now only down to the Mercedes. Only the Mercedes can change everything here. Only the Mercedes can change everything. And they've done some very good. Hamilton on a really good Sector 2. Hamilton's on it in Sector 2. What's it going to be? Russell stays P7. Is it going to be a Ferrari lockout at the Mexican Grand Prix? Yes, it is, everyone. It's a Ferrari lockout 1 and 2 for Ferrari. The last time that has happened, I don't even know. My stats fail me. But it's a Ferrari 1-2 tomorrow. Never write off the Tifosi, everyone. Never write off the Tifosi. Goodness me. Goodness me. That is it. It's a Ferrari 1-2. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. There we go. And it was very close, everyone. It was very close. It was less than 1/10 between all of the top 3. Now, oh, look at the chat come alive with the Tifosi. I'm going to join in here. There we go. I'm going to get some Ferrari emojis out. Absolutely insane. And remember, yes, I'm going to stay live here. I'm going to stay live because the stewards will have had time to deliberate the penalties. There's going to be lots of penalties either dished out or warnings here, and I want to see, because I think Matt Verstappen could end up going down to P8 here. Matt Verstappen could go down to P8 potentially. Chat, what an incredible turnout that's been for Ferrari. We know that Tifosi are popular everywhere they go in the world, but that is absolutely huge. Sai says Charlie and Don Carlos smashed it. Yeah, the smooth operator in P2. Charles Leclerc in P1. No worries, Mike Schmidt. Great to have you on board. Chat, who was supporting Ferrari? Be honest, who was supporting Ferrari? Black is going to BRB. Thanks so much, Minsk. Daniel Ricciardo as well on the second row of the grid. Daniel Ricciardo is going to be in P4. The altitude has done absolute wonders here. Some Polish guy saying Perez sweating right now, beaten by Ricciardo. Thank you so much, Hyatt. Matt Garmy was supporting Ferrari. Yeah, a lot of people were supporting the Honey Badger. And P4 was insane, I have to say, from that AlphaTauri, considering that Yuki Tsunoda's all the way down in P15. Devendra says, whatever the grid position race winner is Max. We will see, Devendra. We will see. Snowline says Danny is back. Look at the Tifosi in chat. We got some real Tifosi here. Ozoji saying Ferrari lucky. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. C saying Checo choked because he's not used to being in Q3. Soldat always has a warm heart for Enzo. Fuoco has been supporting Ferrari since the start. But are we going to see some penalties here? Track limit penalties. Impedance. Max Verstappen looks a bit disheartened. Big side let out from Verstappen, I think. You know, what if it's going to be like this next season? You know, are Ferrari going to get this together? Charles Leclerc, take a bow. Carlos Sainz, they both look happy as well. I've said there's a really good dynamic at Ferrari where I feel like both drivers seem to be really pushing each other. Yes, there's the banter in the race about, oh, I'm faster than him and let me through. The usual stuff. But I feel like there's a really healthy dynamic at Ferrari. I feel there's arguably the healthiest dynamic in all teams at Ferrari. In terms of two drivers that appeared to be both really pushing each other. Max Verstappen, he's all smiles now. He's happy for the Ferrari boys. Boss says, Ricardo, let's go, boys. Yes, indeed. Doug says, Max penalty coming. Danny starts third. Yes, indeed. Will Ricardo get bumped up? And that would put Perez on the second row of the grid. Well, let's see. I mean, if he doesn't get a penalty for the impedance, it's going to be controversial either which way, I have to say. Either which way. Christopher said, we need to see more tracks altitude. Let's go to Kenya. Where else? What are some other high tracks, everyone? Shuey, Ferrari need to study the 2021 race start. We will see. Vince, what happened to Lando? Lando he bottled it. Is Lando washed? People are going to, not me, but people will be asking the question whether Lando Norris is washed or not. You know, that's just the reality of the world we live in these days. So I'm keeping an eye on the penalties. Charles Leclerc's all smiles. And people forget that Charles Leclerc was disqualified last week as well, wasn't he? So it's all about Lewis Hamilton, but people forget that Charles Leclerc was disqualified. That's sort of gone under the radar. By the way, I want to say a big thank you to the donation that came in. It was right at the end, but I do want to go back and just thank you to Aiden Beer, because Aiden Beer's first ever super chat on a live stream. Thank you so much, Aiden Beer, for the 14 Rand, I think. Is that a World Cup celebration donation? But thanks so much, Aiden Beer. I really appreciate it. And your first donation as well. It came in at a hot moment. Hopefully you're still here, so you can appreciate that. Vladka, I think I like qualifying, but in the race as well. But racing purists do say that. Racing purists do say it. Mike Schmidt, they have to give him a pen from impeding in the pit lane. It's not the first time he's done it this season. Adibo saying 1-2 Ferrari is crazy, brudge. Yes, indeed. HiMC loves the quali so much. Tanjim saying McLaren will make a comeback. Well, where do we think... Is Lando going to get in the points tomorrow? Is Lando going to get in the points tomorrow? We will see. Ryan says, Adam not happy, all tear. Well, Adam's a Red Bull fan, so... you know, he's got a bit unlucky with his timing there, as Adam. Mia says, rookie Piastri beating Norris. Yes, indeed. The rookie Piastri has indeed absolutely taken it to Lando Norris this season. You love to see it. We do indeed love to see it. How do you get the fire emoji? It's a member exclusive. Member exclusive. Doug saying Ferrari going to disappoint tomorrow. Well, I mean, they can. If Verstappen's going to get a penalty, we'll see. Verstappen smiles now, but it looks like it's a pained smile. It's a pained smile from Verstappen because, you know, he's used to dominating and he's been a bit dominated here. Matt says, proud of Ricardo. What a great start to my morning. Love your live stream, Kireth. We'll hope you're seeing you on track next year for your live streams. Hopefully. We want to be trackside. We want to be trackside. Is it raining? Oh, it's raining heavily. It's raining heavily. Great. Great news for my racing tomorrow. Is my GoPro waterproof? Michael Sutton's a big Ferrari fan. Yes, we love it. We love to see it. Mia says, Mercedes might have a chance, as in Lewis. We will see. We will see whether Mercedes can do it. Isabel says, honestly, I love this quali. Devendra says, even penalty was taken to P8, but he's already won P10. I think he's going to struggle here. If he goes down to P8 here, I think he's going to struggle. Max Verstappen waves to the fans. He's got his security here this weekend. Mr. 180 says, no doubt Max is going to win. And Matthew James saying, last Ferrari quali 1-2 was Bahrain 2022. Bahrain 2022. Vince is going Logan for the win. Shark says, my garden is flooded. Sorry to hear that, Shark. Sorry to hear that your garden is flooded. Mike says, no, I'm not a Ferrari fan. McLaren all the way. Just getting a bit carried away with the emojis there. Sagebrush saying Hamilton is washed. If Hamilton is washed, does that mean that George Russell is definitely washed? In the scale of washedness? Is that what it means? Right, I'm waiting to see, chat, about any penalties. I'm waiting to see on penalties. Let me get the live up. Are we going to get... You know, I want to cover it because there were penalties after the race in Austin that we didn't quite cover. So Darko saying Norris is washed. Well, I mean, pretty harsh words, I have to say. The main thing for me is that I feel like this bodes well for next season. I think things have got a lot closer between the Red Bull and other cars in the second half of this season. So hopefully next season, you know, it will continue that trend. West Ham Everton tomorrow, yes indeed. West Ham. I haven't been for ages actually. I haven't been to West Ham for ages because it's something I've sacrificed to do these streams, to be honest. To be brutally honest about it, that's how it's gone. Michael says, get Ted up to the steward's room. I took your dog, says, tell us what's going on instead of what chat says. That's not how these streams work. And stop taking our dogs. LS Vet says, last year pole lap was 1:17.7 by Max. The car's improved only by 0.6. Yeah, Hamilton and Alonso, you know, Hamilton will want that P3 in the championship, won't he? So it's another step in the right direction, but he was on for big points. Remember, Hamilton was on for big points last weekend, and it didn't happen. But I reckon Alonso is going to struggle to get any points this weekend, so could still be a differential. Vince says Max can start from the back and still finish on the podium. What do you guys think? I don't think he could start from the... I mean, he did do it. Didn't he do that at Spa? Didn't that happen at Spa? Didn't he start from the back? Was that last season or this season? I can't remember. But yeah, I think those days aren't quite... I feel like at the beginning of the season, yes. Wasn't Canada another weird one, something like that? But I really don't feel at this stage of the season. I feel like it's too close. And we saw in Austin how Hamilton was almost able to beat Max Verstappen. Almost. But we will see, chat. Chat, we will see tomorrow what happens. That's the beauty of it. And you know, if Max Verstappen in any event is not going to start at the front. Aiden Beer, welcome to Legend. Aiden Beer's done the donation and now has become a member. Chat, please get some claps out of Aiden Beer doing the double of the donation and becoming a member. Can now use those Ferrari emotes. Welcome, Aiden Beer. Great to have you on board. Thank you so much for your support, Aiden. Very much appreciated. Some Polish guy, things have probably gotten closer because Red Bull started developing for next season. Well, I imagine everyone's developing for next season. Yeah, Brazil 2021. I mean, I've got to go back and look at that. We should do some classic race watches. Wouldn't that be great, chat, if we were able to get from Formula 1? If they let us do classic race watch-alongs? Like, wouldn't that be awesome, chat? That would be just absolutely amazing. I need to get in touch with them. Tracy feels ill already. Sorry to hear that, Tracy. Hope you feel better soon. Look at the claps out in chat. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Mia says, try winning a race on 3 tyres. Okay, I'll try it. SAG, how can I watch the F1 from my computer? Basically, you go to youtube.com/Kireth, and at the race tomorrow, I'll be here. That's how you do it. Or go to getfasteronline.com. Getfasteronline.com. Black can mind the language. Black is taking names out here. Don't mess with the mods. Eyes are saying Red Bull hasn't brought any upgrades in quite some time. You can see who brings upgrades because you have to declare them to the FIA so they can be scrutineered. There's a sheet which goes round, so we will know if Red Bull have bought upgrades or not, and apparently they haven't. Apparently they have not bought any upgrades recently. Frederick Vasseurs out, just chatting to JB, Jensen Button. Natalie Pinkham stood in the sun. Move, Natalie, move around, the sun's in your eyes. No wonder you can't see. Natalie, the sun's in your eyes. It's blinking about 1,000,000 times a second. Must be uncomfortable. But if that's a shot Sky want, maybe that's a shot they want. No, he's a Seiji. Some Polish guy. Maybe it's best to avoid the chaos for Abu Dhabi 2021. Oh, from an algorithm perspective, I say differently. I say differently. Yeah, we can go through the classic moments. I would love to do a series of watch-alongs from like maybe 96, where we just go through the key races, like the key we don't do every race. If it was a boring race, don't do it. But we go through the key races to the present day. I'd love to do that. Doug saying Aston crashing and burning, Aston Martin. Mia, imagine Max gets a penalty and Leclerc and Sainz get lap times deleted. Well, I don't think that will happen. But I think Max Verstappen could be in trouble. I'm still waiting to see what's going on here. Joe Lamb says, that would be so awesome. Yes, indeed. Ismail, what is the worst penalty Max could get for upholding the cars in the pit lane? I think a 5-second penalty. I think a 5-second. Vlad likes the idea. Okay, people like it. People like the idea. Well, there's definitely going to be more watch-alongs on the channel next season. That's all I can say. I'm still finalising stuff. But I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Do a lot of... Well, it is negotiation. Do a lot of negotiation. To try and get... I don't do little stuff. I don't do little stuff. I try and go for the big stuff. Make big stuff happen. That's what I try and do. A's, when does qualifying start? Oh, I've got some bad news. I've got some bad or good news for you, my friend, depending on your point of view. Isabel says, work fast, Stu, as I want to sleep. Well, let's give it till half past. Let's give it till half past. Okay, unless you're going to be one they really deliberate and they're getting team principals up there and, you know. Size X saying FIA taking their time on a straightforward penalty. Well, the Red Bull team will be up there, presumably. Michael, I sent you an email. Toto, I don't check my emails during the race. We'll see. A's, Ricardo beat Perez in worst machinery. Yes. Yes, indeed. Christoph, the good news is you can rewind the stream. Yes, can't do that on Twitch. Let me do it here. If I was really sensible, I'd co-stream this on Twitch and I'd co-stream it on TikTok. But I'm not that sensible. Sir Michael in the chat, MBR, did Albon lose a cylinder? Well, we don't know what happened with Albon, because the message I got from the FIA was Albon a Williams part had been investigated. So maybe there was an illegal part on the car, but what could that be? Was it a technical infringement as opposed to a performance infringement? I'm not sure. No worries, Denise. Good to have you on board. I'm still amused that Ferrari sandbagged their way through every session. Ferrari just went ultimate Splinter Cell Sam Fisher. Yeah, hiding in the shadows, didn't they? Doug agreed Ricciardo could shoot tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Ricciardo could. I mean, has he got the race pace? He's won it before. Welcome patiently, good to see you. Look at the MBR emojis coming out. MBR, just a legendary FPT stream that we will never forget. FP, no, it was the car jack Williams left out. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Did Williams leave out the car jack, and is that what Alex Albon ran over Sorry, is that what... Sorry, Yuki Tsunoda ran over. Did Yuki Tsunoda run over a car jack, and because of that they disqualified Alex Albon? In which case, that is pretty harsh for Alex Albon. Is that what happened, everyone? Delta, it was a trolley jack left in the pit. Yeah, I saw Tsunoda hit a jack in the pit lane. Ooh. Wow, that kind of sucks if you're Alex Albon. I did say Williams just looked like they were panicking. And that's what happens when you panic. Someone left it. Chat, if that's what happened, that is very, very, very harsh. Very harsh. Sagebuzz loves the track. See, I'm getting sleepy. Hurry up, FIA. Toto Wolf going into you now. MBR, sometimes I'm hearing you don't know what MBR just sometimes sandbagging. Like Ferrari. Leclerc, 3 poles, 0 wins. He's never converted from pole, has he? Yeah, we'll see. But chat, I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes, and we'll see if the penalties come through. If not, I'll sweep it up in the pre-race tomorrow. But it's been a really fun stream. Crazy. I'll try and cut some shorts up, chat. If you have any budding editors in watching, feel free to cut up this stream into clips. If you think it's clippable, I need to do it. Tracy says, it's ridiculous having to wait for possible penalties. It's very unpleasant, unprofessional. Imagine in the Rugby World Cup, if the TMO was like, yeah, I'll come back to this after the match. Come on. Come on. Sage, the crowd, energy and track are just on point in Mexico. Aside from the F1 game, what sims have the best version? I don't know. It's not a track I really drive that often. Doug, Kireth, did you ever narrate online casino? Yes, so I did all the voiceovers for a very popular online... No, I didn't. That never happened. MBR gifted 5 memberships, everyone. MBR is back on the gifteds. MBR is back on the gifteds. Chat, we know what to do. We know what to do. Get your emojis out. Get your emojis out. Delane Johnson, gifted by MBR. Nicholas Isaacs, gifted by MBR. Dara Meta, gifted by MBR. And Dimitrium, gifted by MBR. And Ed Hillman, 5 gifted memberships from Sir Michael. Sir Michael coming in, gifting the 5 memberships. Thank you so much, MBR, Lord MBR, Michael, Sir Michael. Known by many names, but recognised, I think, by everyone. Oh, look at the emojis coming out. Look at the emojis. No, I was joking, Doug. I've never narrated for any online casino. Unless they've just taken my voice. Maybe they've taken my voice. MBR's out of the YouTube sin bin. Look at this. He striked again, says Isabel. If you weren't here for the FP2 stream, MBR actually broke YouTube. MBR gifted more memberships than we had likes on the stream, which I don't think has ever happened. I think that's a world record. We should go to Guinness World Records to get that certified. Crazy. By the way, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the stewards to make their decision one way or the other. Yeah, but maybe Yuki Tsunoda could have not run over it. Aiden's giving it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 there. So I didn't dream MBR gifting the membership. No, that was not a dream. That was real. That was real, but also very surreal. But yes, we'll give it till past, and we will see. Editor needs to have the Ferrari P1, yeah. Tanjim, you go for it. You go for it, Tanjim. I believe in you. Isabel says, drop a like, guys. We can hit 400 today. We could go for the big 400. We could go for the big old 400, everyone. It's been a good stream today, I have to say. We've had 18,000 people pop through. I'll do the chapter markings after, so we might get through to 20,000. Oh, we've gone through there. 1 second. We might get through to 20,000. Chai says surreal. Yeah, it was very surreal. It was incredibly like surreal to be a part of. We're just having a look here at our previous live streams for qualifying. So if we do hit 20,000 today, that would be... Oh, Aiden Beer getting in on the action. Aiden Beer! Aiden Beer's done the triple. He's done the donation, the membership, and now also gifted to Delta Zero. Chat, can we get some claps out for Aiden? I'm going to give 10 out of 10 there for Aiden. Thank you so much, Aiden, as well. Multiple gifters today. MBR and Aiden both gift. Look at the presence on the top row there. Isabel says, Aiden, let's go. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Aiden. And it was Delta Zero. Delta Zero gifted a membership by Aiden Beer. Love it. Double gifting today. It's a double gifting stream. Oh, did we hit 400 likes? Did we hit 400? Oh, huge. That is huge. But let me just recap. So if we do hit 20,000 views on the stream, chat, for the US Grand Prix, we hit 11,000. This would be double US GP, although that was a Friday because spring weekend. For Qatar, we hit 15, although it was a sprint weekend, but we'd do more than Qatar. For Japan, we did 30k, so we did 30k in Japan. But Japan was a crazy one. Japan is where I think MBR also went crazy in Japan. MBR went mad in Japan. Do we remember? Singapore qualifying was 58,000 views. Singapore qualifying, my word. We just absolutely nailed it. I wonder if the thumbnail just worked a bit better. And Italy, we did 26. Oh, Size X! It's a triple gifted! Thank you, Mo Size X. It's Tracy Woodbridge from South Africa. The Watchalong in South Africa has been gifted a membership. Thank you so much. It's a triple. It's a triple. Look at that. 10s out of 10s coming out. Yeah, 10s out of 10s. Thank you so much, Size X, being in the stream as well. Aiden, Size X, and MBR all gifting. MBR, here we get an in-person Las Vegas GP stream. We are definitely... I need to work out, when is the calendar ratified? I need to finalise some stuff, and then I can confirm what plans are. But there's there are plans in motion. I'm waiting to... Stuff is happening. Stuff is happening. And I've had to propose some stuff, and it's quite aggressive what I've proposed, but if it works, then we will see. But there can be some special moments. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be tiring. It's definitely going to be tiring. It's going to be a big commitment. But anyway, enough of me rambling. I'll let you know when it's all finalised. So Italian GP, we got 26k. Qualifying. Dutch GP, we got 14k. So we've beaten that. Hungary, we got 19k. So we've beaten Hungary. British GP, we got 19k. So we've beaten British GP. Canada, we got 17k. So we've beaten Canada. Spain, Spain was a weird one. Spain, we got 26k on qualifying. But we only got 36k on the race. So that's a bit of an upside down one. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's been a pretty good stream, I have to say. Pretty good stream. I don't think we compete with the biggest stream. And it might be the thumbnails. Maybe the thumbnails, I need to have a bit more of a realistic style. I do want to try and get a bit more of the branding to sort of make it less generic. I do think that detracts from the click-through. But we're not a generic... This isn't a silent stream where we just have stats. This is a community stream. So I'm taking a hit on the click-through to try and help build the community element more. That makes sense. Billy's got their medals out, very nice. For all of our channel channel membership gifters today. 3 channel membership gifters. We love to see it. MBR says, thank you, Size as much kudos. Yes, indeed. Thanks, Bebop Cowboy. Right, chat. Sky on an ad breaks. Let's see when we come. I'll go to a news site as well. Bear with me. FIA having a tea party. Tracy Woodbridge very happy. So the biggest stream is a guy in Serbia. and we've spoken before. We speak because we, you know, I like to get on with people in the same industry rather than like not get on with people. So we chat about stuff, and but he is bigger than us. So fair play. Fair play. And there's definitely room for two. And I think what happened in Singapore. So let me go back to my page here. So in Singapore, can I share this? No. Okay. In Singapore, we got 220,000 views. We've got almost 250,000 views on our race stream. I think because that's the only race we've done where we have been number one. So basically, there's the way this works on YouTube, I imagine, is people search F1 Watchalong, F1 Live, whatever, and there's a top ranking one, and then there's a second ranking one. I imagine we most of the time rank second, but Singapore, I think we ranked first. We kind of like, we got the views for that. So the question is, how can we try and increase our ranking? Billy, sometimes I ramble. Sorry, Billy, the Brian driver. Stefan says the stream is awesome. Rory, not the biggest, but definitely the best. Yes, indeed. It's all fun. This is what I enjoy about YouTube. I enjoy the pressure. I mean, if we have a look at my uploads, how my uploads gone? My videos. Did a Forza Motorsport update video today. That's got 11,000 views. Very happy with that. Although I don't want to be pigeonholed as just doing updates. So it's a bit of a... But I'll take it, obviously. Online race yesterday didn't do too well. 2,200 views. It started really slowly. Had to change the thumbnail. Bit disappointing because I'm trying to build a series there. So that's part 12 of my Forza series. And the views are sort of going down a little bit. But need to... There's only so much I can do there because that's just videos of my racing. So... Forza Motorsport beginner tips drive faster. 1,900 views. Very disappointing. Very disappointed with that video. Because I thought that would be a really helpful video on how to drive faster, but it just has not worked. Updates. Membership video. There's a membership race video. I'm going to upload another members race video tonight, probably. We'll get another members race video up. And then the real world racing. We've got I tried to become a real racing driver. 3,100 views. And now I'm a racing driver. Can I remember first race? 3,000 views. I'm going to be honest, very disappointing on the views. The amount of effort it takes to make those videos relative to the views received compared to a Forza Motorsport race video is almost... They're not on the same scale. It's like comparing a pebble to the sun. So flying out to Spain and recording all this stuff and editing and blah, blah, blah. So... But that's the reality of it. I need to maybe market it better. I need to sit there and hopefully people like it, and hopefully people will come back to that over time. Yeah, channel's in a decent place. Obviously, there's a lot of short form content, and it's just, for me, it's can I get the videos getting above 10,000? That's a real objective for me. Can we get it above 10,000? That's what I've been able to do in Gran Turismo in the past. And I just need to get in the zone. But I don't do this full time, so... I don't want to make excuses, but I think for a part-time YouTube streamer, it's good. But I still need to be smarter. The content needs to be better. We've got a nice platform at the moment. It's a nice platform. Come on, FA, hurry up. Right, let me go to... See here... Let me go to Reddit. Let me just go to Reddit. Twitter, Reddit, all the same, really. See you, Chaya. Martin just woke up. I'm having a look. I can't see, chat, anything coming out. Can't see anything coming out. So, Formula 1, post-race, US quali done. US quali was done last week, my friend. What's saying in the Reddit? Impeding is impeding no matter if you're doing it rolling or not. So, I don't think the FIA have come out yet with anything. No, someone saying no way can they penalise Sargent. That flag keeps changing from yellow to green. It's difficult to see off in the onboard's colour. See you, MBR. Yeah, we will be back. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to go racing. I'm going to wake up and go racing. I'm racing tomorrow in the rain. So can we get another trophy? And then hopefully we're building the season to get another season championship. This actually is a runners-up trophy. This is a runners-up trophy. You see? Hey, it's me. Why am I showing you that? How do I get it to... Anyway. That's a runners-up trophy. So can we go one better? We are P1 in the championship at the moment. It's not the most competitive I've ever had it, but can only race what's in front of you. Sergio Perez signing someone's shirt. Right, chat. I think if it's not going to come out now, it might be a long time. It might be a long time. Amma says, Sergeant, nothing wrong. Yeah, oh, by the way, clocks change. Chat, the clocks go forward or back or something. I'm going to be late for my race, aren't I? I need the mods to help me. Thanks, Mark Johnson. The clocks go back or forward or something. Just do one clock back, one clock forward. And set an alarm on both. That's what I would do. Then wake up and go to Google and see what the time actually is. Mark says backwards. Okay, ignore what I said about forwards. You actually go backwards. Okay, chat, I'm going to wrap it up there. Yolanda Baxter. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks so much, everyone. Vince, Yolanda, Liam, Martin, Christoph, Super GT, Mark, Aiden, Martin, Rory, Shui, Amal, Vlatka, Isabel, Paflug, Aidenator, Grandpa, MBR, Fizreal. Who else we got? Chai was here as well. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to end the stream here. It should automatically take you to the stream for tomorrow so you can get your pre-like in. And I will see you all tomorrow for a Ferrari front row locker, and we will see what the rest of the grid looks like. I'll do some YouTube posts when I find out. But amazing stream, everyone. Really enjoyed it. It's been a great weekend to do all of the sessions, and it's all built towards the race for tomorrow. So I'll see you next time. See you next time, everyone. See you tomorrow.